Yo, how's it going, everyone? It's Friday, and we have Saturday night Super Vive Turbo Cup qualifiers. They are just starting off, actually, right now, in fact. So we're at an opportune moment to actually get some games in straight away. No one's really waiting. There's not any delays, which is a really good thing to see, all things considered. You know, I did see some chat messages saying there might be some delays, but things turned out all right. So for today, we do have two lobbies, just like how we previously do for qualifiers. There are 19 teams, if I'm not mistaken, this time. And the top 7 from Group A will make it through. And the people who don't make it through will be then placed into Group B. And then the top 5, of course, from Group B will make it through to comprise the 12 teams for tomorrow's Saturday Night Super Vive Turbo Cup, playing for $2,500. So it's the big one. I'm just trying to get things a bit organized here and there. Nearly ready though. Game's still loading, so I've got a bit more time. Oh, it's not scrims, it's 11. You just copied my text. Either way, game 1 is underway.
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
Let's look at how things are going to turn out. Then we've got armors on Imitech to start things off. Also, we got another armor dropping as well, along with Soul of Affluence. We are seeing EV landing on the grind to start things off. And now we have Mu again, Treadsy Pen. I'm pretty sure this one is actually Pen, surely. I'm not getting baited like last time. MST with a little bit of split farming straight off the bat as well. We're seeing the Mercury pick up again, you know, consistently for Rebel, even in our scrimmage yesterday, so. And TSD. Relatively close to SB, able to get their own farm without issue though.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
We see Bruce potentially getting encroached upon by Gecko and Deprak respectively. Looks to jump ship after getting a little bit of XP from the top left hand side of Heart / Iron Acres.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
ERL actually dropped for Cold Fan Keep. So cool to see. Got that one pretty much ISO. We're looking at Hatchie getting a couple of LMBs onto AUR. On this new mini island in the new patch. Rat have Dominion over armors on Imitech as well. Yo, what's up, Papa? What's up, Boosty? They're in a bit of trouble here at the last second. Ow. Happy to try and get the kill if possible.
Enemy oracle
Lights
online.
out for Deprak. Very slow game for first game of qualifiers, all things considered. Yo, what's up, Atsu? Seeing a couple of interactions here and there, but it's like probably the slowest early game we've had actually in the qual scene, but like the top scene. Don't know what's caused this such a drastic shift, but it's probably just a game one thing. Like a game one thing, it's not going to be a consistent philosophy that these players are holding. That would definitely change as we get probably into game 2, game 3 onwards. We'll be looking to go down potentially towards Bow in this scenario. They've been in a couple of different biomes, finally ended on like the bottom left of where they started. Gets a nice little dash to start things off, along with Orlando's with the reinforcements. He's rapidly healed up everything though. He's gone down to the south side, trying to get an extra bit of damage onto Orlando's if possible. The ulti's already popped though because they have the level of 7 advantage, and then that already has to be popped in advance straight afterwards. Shroom is managing to dance pretty nicely against their Bao for the moment, but Aiden might be in a bit of a troubling situation, getting stunned into the wall temporarily. And there goes Orlando's with the follow through the wall with the spin as well on top, but he shielded it at the perfect time. There goes the Abyssal Breaker. He's managed to survive that much damage, but his time might be up potentially shortly unless Achlix can be a bodyguard for a split second here. I'm wondering if that is going to be the case. There goes the Orb. Baruf is trying to get a couple more LMBs, and we know he doesn't have a Abyssal Breaker anymore though, so somehow Aiden actually manages to survive that one. That fate is not stopping though, it looks like.
Enemy Oracle online.
Ooh, top 5 that will qualify. Probably in the... I want to give it a bit of I want to add a bit of spice and chaos. I think Mu will probably qualify. I think 3LP will qualify. SB will qualify. Bao will qualify, obviously. And the last one, I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure I said four teams, but I'm not sure about the 5th one, to be honest. That's like the chaos modifier. At least based on recent performances we've seen from scrims, etc. You see that rest for SB as well. Obviously, Shin just died a second ago. Looking at Shan, the top side, completely isolated farm, no issues there.
Abyssal hatchlings are spawning soon. Storm tightening. An enemy oracle is scanning.
This teacher on the bottom right hand side. How's their econ? Oh my god, they got so much money, man. Holy schmoly. We are looking at damage soul as well, and teleportation in around 40 seconds. And the reason my energy might be a bit lower is I'm just trying to maintain energy, because also I know I've got 8 games ahead of me, so it will ramp up given enough time, but I have to portion out my energy, you know. I think I made the mistake on the first solo SNS. I went super ham, and I feel like I've paid the price for it. Massive fight though, already erupting. It seems like one catch out already by Shroom onto Sinoid. Even with the Abyssal Breaker, it wasn't enough. Lord might be the next victim here. Pops the stasis. Being knocked in every single direction, it feels like. We are seeing a dash up onto the north side and a spike at the last second.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
We'll see if that is going to be the case, GPA. Who knows? You see Bao now having a little fight against SB. Nice battle gun proc to start things off. Plus an Abyssal Breaker, getting mega damage actually onto SB. Looking to dissect Gecko, split him out from the rest of the team on the bottom right hand side. Already found dead. And SB again are jumping ship, both going their own separate ways respectively, looking for their own reses. Rata also looking to take teleportation if possible.
Enemies have captured a soul.
But 3LP are not too far away.
Enemy Oracle online.
Get the damage onto the Abyssal Hatchling, seal it for free without issue. We are seeing a fight on the bottom right hand side as well. Let's have a quick flick over. I think they looked like they were going to dance there, but nothing actually happened at the end. We do see a spike happening. Ken already found dead. Battlegum actually getting the connection with the stun, oddly enough, onto Hoodis, getting stunned into the wall, followed by, with the spike grenade, even with the Abyssal Breaker. It's not going to be enough. And we are looking at just Treadsy last alive. We know that, Vanegrove has the broken res or the train res. It looks like it's going to be a train res angle for Treadsy. Decides against it. In fact, I think he may have felt a bit of pressure from behind him. If AUR wanted to chase, that would have been a bad moment to kind of go back down to the south side. So, kind of makes sense.
Incoming.
Yo, what's up, Lizardo?
The storm is closing.
Gecko with a super duper split bomb. 5 soul also very, very close to Shy as well. So I'm wondering if they're going to be able to pick that up uncontested. KT on the south side as well, bombing up the last couple of mobs on hot before moving up to the circle, most likely. We're looking to encroach upon TSD's territory, it looks like. But TSD have fought off at least Orlando's for the moment as Baruf goes in for a nice little dash shield bash. Gets a couple of LMBs, gets the Batsman connection against Godofroy, but not a stun. They keep up the pressure, they pop the Abyssal Breaker. Kazara's just managed to narrowly avoid that one, and he's had to pop his Air Blast already. RMB's already been popped onto him, doing so much damage. There gets a nice little second win, buying Kazara just a little bit more time, but Bao definitely are the victors, at least in this fight so far. But it looks like the fight isn't stopping. Looks like a round 2 has already been wrong. Crocus chilling in the south side, trying to get some potential damage, maybe onto at least one member. Kazura has been forced away again. Minato can maybe get a little bit of damage in potentially, but you know, TSD's armor's basically both broken. Godefroy is the only remaining member with the armors. They do nade it over to the Ghost, trying to get an extra bit of XP. Godefroy gets a nice little bit of cheese damage onto Orlando's. But AOR there just waiting with open arms. It's a little bit dangerous here if he overcommits or stays a bit too long. And it looks like he's managed to make it out. So I think Bao are not going for, you know, too aggressively into a fight. I think it would cause, you know, potentially more trouble if they went for a full sender, especially with so many teams surrounding them. I feel like they had that kind of innate like gut reading on the map. And made some good choices based on that. We do see Tom as well trying to get some hooks in when possible, but unsuccessful so far. Vessel hatchling on the top side. This time, I thought it was going to be contested, and it is SB in this scenario. We are seeing Shin as well, surprisingly, on the Nyx. Which is a little bit of a deviation, but you know, fine nonetheless. Of course, you got to, you know, make use of the meta exploits whenever possible. SB did pick up the soul as well. Shy did not want to commit in any sort of way deeply towards it. We do see a bit of dancing on the south side as well. Looks like TSD. They'd be looking to encroach upon KT as well when they try and farm up this last mob. They do get it in time, but the Guardian's about to spawn. There goes the nice little reap. There goes the spin as well. Crocus has bought just enough time to get away, potentially. Already used the dash as well now. Got nothing left in the chamber. Godefroy trying to look for the kill. Looks like Godefroy actually does seal the deal at the last second. Minato getting the second kill. It is just Mystic last alive for KT now. And just on the south side, we're seeing another massive fight unfurling here. Bao and 3LP in this scenario. There goes Shroom, getting a little bit of damage in when possible, but Blink is there with the Abyssal Breaker. He's got mega health and the Wisp Vacuum as well. You know, going to be able to, you know, pull in the unsuspecting victims of that Dyson machinery. There we go. There's Becky back with the dash in as well. Cookies does find Acklinks right at the last second. Shroom also found dead, and Aiden is likely to be the last victim. So 3LP probably going to be picking up 2 kills. But it's likely to be curtains closed very shortly, at least for game 1. He's got the survival tech though, gets a surprising spike. Oh no. Well, that's the caster blessing then. Screw the caster curse. We're pulling off miracles here. We do see Godefroy also taking that fluffy fish at the last second. Abyssal Breaker popped by Sinoid on the north side. PRL versus SB. Depbreak's been temporarily forced away by Sinoid, but you know, Depbreak pops the full combo. Gecko's there with the Abyssal Breaker, and from the north side, MST come in. The stasis is popped pretty much perfectly by Flawed, but gets absolutely insta-gibbed just after that. And we are seeing a nice little escape at the last second by Sinoid. Tom already made it away as well with pretty much full HP. And then Shy come in for a 4th party, if you want to call it that. Kalsk already found dead, but he's being potentially rezzed here by himself from his own heal. As SB look to try and get a little bit more damage, maybe a bit of poke, maybe a bit of damage. They just want to force them off this island as quickly as possible, and I think they might be succeeding with this one as Shin continues to get mega damage amounts onto MST. Depbreak with the clean mega punch to kind of clear things up, it feels like, between MST. The Abyssal Breaker's also popped. The Revel actually dies to Gecko still at the end. I thought it wasn't from the Abyssal Breaker, but maybe like an LMB or something along those lines. Kalsk does make his way to the top right side, looking to try and stick that res, but there are a couple of vision wards there. He has to circle around a little bit. He's going to be able to stick that one without issue pretty much. We are seeing another potential pressure point being pressed here by SB onto PRL again in the same scenario as before. Lord's still dead at the moment. There is Cobra's, of course, not too far away, but, you know, with so many teams still being alive, we still have every team alive. You know, I expect to see some really chaotic fights very shortly. I need to make a mental model that is going to happen, because I do not want to lose my voice.
It's your time.
You see Depbreak taking down Crouch as well on the kill feed as moves slowly make their way over. They're going to try and find a new pocket of space in the next zone. Ice might potentially be dead here. Depbreak gets the spike right at the last second. Rata also in zone. Levi last alive for EV, trying to go for the rest stick. Tom does have Squid, but no air blast. Cooper is unfortunately found dead by 3LP.
I finished an enemy.
Link is on the full suction mode for the moment. You're seeing a portal in by Shy into Cobras. Ooh, air blast through, but went through the anomaly, so Levi does survive that one. And Fluffy does die to the world, getting aggroed by the town guards. So of course Izuna must have put in the Cobra endgame coordinates, it feels like. I'm sure I said this last time we had SNS Turbo Cup quals. It's rigged. It's rigged, guys. We are looking at 55 seconds, though. Tom kick for his crown. He should be able to get that one without issue. Just on the outskirts of the circle of Cobras, that kind of safe zone. We do see Crocus trying to pop a chilling Fanani, not getting too much value. We see another death being picked up as well on the kill feed. On the south side, we see a major amount of dancing, in fact. TSD looking on the ups against MST. Already taken down one member, Kausk, in this scenario. As Mu apply a bit more pressure onto Rebel, trying to make his way out if possible. Tries to pop the mortar. There goes the, what's it called? The Abyss Breaker. Basically everything in the kitchen sink from Mu. TSD start things off with a Reap, though, against Mu as well. They've managed to guarantee their space, it feels like. On the top left-hand side, we do see this mini island being occupied fully by SB with the Bon as well.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
And Tom has picked up an air blast now, so he's trying to pull off some magic, but I don't think it's going to be successful. No! Oh my god! I was thinking, Kuba, surely you see this coming. With these powers, there's no way. Nice cheeky play there by Tom, getting his team back as well. A couple of seconds early, and to the death of one team actually being outed last place in this scenario. MST. Oof. Gotta suck. I'm sure Kuba has some nice words to say for to Tom. Smile. Sebi as well with 3 seconds left. Looks like he's going to get this crown off without issue, though. There we go. Meanwhile, back as a full 3-man. 3LP applying pressure onto Bao. We did see 3LP, not too long ago in a very, very sticky predicament, but they did actually manage to win a kind of a 1v3. Aiden actually went crazy mode. We are seeing as well a bit of a catch out by Baruf potentially as Deprek sent in with the ulti. Unfortunately, doesn't get the connection, which does allow Baruf to escape with just 1 HP. As 3OP managed to hold ground against SB. They're actually looking for an aggressive follow-in now. Aiden gets a nice little dash to start things off, along with Akalinks with the shift 4. And get an extra bit of damage. Shroom goes, continues on with the aggressive send-in, and SB now found a new E-Pat to just chill on for the moment. Greninja actually finding flawed at the same time. TSD looking to potentially force out Rat as they have to jump ship. Looks like Blink might be dead shortly afterwards. KT unfortunately found dead. PRL dead straight afterwards as well. Here goes all the teams dying in quick succession. And another potential catch out here is the as Greninja has to pop the Flight of the Firefox at the last second. Gets spiked, though. Groove gets an extra bit of damage in. Fluffy gets a nice little Abyss Breaker at the last second. A punch by Crouch forces Greninja to the right hand side. A couple more LMBs are sent in. So much damage is coming forth from every direction. The Chilling Command is popped at the last second by Hachi. And it has guaranteed at least Shy a little bit more space, and Fluffy is running rapidly out of his, though, unfortunately. Has to pop a little heal, and is met nicely by Cookies and SB. And it is Cookies actually getting the kill onto Fluffy. You are outed in this scenario, 9th place. Epat has just run out for Cookies. Last alive, performing the pirouettes. As Deprek does get a kill onto Akalinks, and a surprising spike, all things considered as well, for a kind of a 1-1 exchange so far. We are seeing a crown pick up by Deprek as well. Oh, they got the spike too! No way! Oh, 3OP, what is going on? Aiden's having to hold the helm continuously here for game 1. Crazy work. At the same time, Rat did get outed by Gecko, so SB looked to be in prime shape again, even with a kind of new setup in terms of comp. No longer playing the Shiv. Nice pull in. Oh, Minato! A 1-4 exchange, TSD. I don't think they were expecting that one as Yasa pulls the fan. Trying to go for the res or something along those lines. He's been aggroed, though, through the dash. And now he's been punch comboed by Deprek. They're trying to get the kill if possible. Dashes through. It's still not enough at the last second. And Ash actually gets the kill credit off of Yasa. Shy are outed 7th place. Aiden with about 1 minute 15 left. He's got a temporary safe haven for now. There's no one I can see in the close proximity that has air blast, so it should be fine. It's just Kaizara basically who has it. We do see Yolanda's getting a nice little bit of chip damage onto Shin. Nothing else for the moment though. Zone pulls to the right hand side. Eevee managed to maintain armors amidst the chaos as well. They have picked up 5 kills so far. Might be getting potentially sandwiched here though, depending on when the next circle actually, or when the teams move on the circles. The Chilling Finale is popped by Ice. TSD have to temporarily jump off the train as the train is already rapidly arriving as past now, which has provided TSD temporarily with a bit more space until the next one arrives as Bao look for rotation up onto the north side of the new circle. Already placing the Bond as well to guarantee that space. Now they've got the poke coming in from Ash. Crouch just started punching Kazara to the left, and that gives a 3 kill again to SB. It feels like they've had so many kills just granted to them. 10 kills picked up already. Abyss Breaker's popped by Hudis. They've got an extra bit of damage as Moog kind of follow this one up. Fisty have to jump ship onto the north side. Okay, Rogan has been popped as well. Going for his no armor now. Minato about to be with no armor either. Gets a nice little heal at the last second. Pulled in. And unfortunately dead. This does find the kill. Go for it now. Chilling in the abyss. Just pop the E-plat. The space is going to be rapidly running out any second now. Shin gets a nice little bit of a Beyblade spin. Knocking him out of this kind of arena that we have at the moment. Trying to chill on the kind of height temporarily. Just provide himself with a little bit more survivability. He's going to keep doing that one probably. But SB are probably going to get that kill any second. There goes Gecko getting the kill. Bao basically just bullying anyone they can see in this scenario. 3LP, they did get the res off again. But Akonix is probably going to be dead with that perfectly timed orb. Never mind. Somehow it kind of scuffs there with the bounce back. We still just die, kind of shortly afterwards. Prezzi's trying to get res though. Potentially, they are going to get it off at the last second. They do, but he does die to the zone. And his Wisp, unfortunately, is now dead to the Abyss. As the Abyss Breaker is popped by Gecko, getting mega damage onto Mu. They've lost another member. It is just Pen last alive now. As Shin does die to the train again. The trademark death from the world, unfortunately. Even under, more normal circumstances, he still finds himself dead. As Levi pops the ulti with the Roar. Gets a nice little spin as well. As 3LP do get outed at the same time. Gecko finds Ice at the same time as well. As Crown has been picked up. You're looking at Crouch dying shortly afterwards. Levi getting spiked. Super duper surgical play by Ash. And it looks like Bao are probably going to be continuing with their reign here with that super duper clean catch up by Baruf on that Abyss Breaker. Unfortunately, dies to the train. I'm not sure if he was expecting that one. But so far, they are currently at 11 kills. Looking to seal the deal. Crown has been picked up by Gecko in this scenario. Dashes down to the bottom right hand side. He's got the vacuum as well. To get the knock away. The Abyss Breaker's popped. Baruf is already back as a full 3-man though. Or sorry, Bao, shall I say. And there we go, as you'd expect. Bao taking game number 1 with 12 kills. Ah, lucky Revel, dude. Alright, here we are, shortly heading into game 2. Unstable Portals is the name of the game for game 2.
Select.
Wind's blowing. Time to fly.
It's all good, Revel. You got a couple more games, man, to get it in. You'll be good.
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
Welcome back, everyone. We are back for game 2. Unstable Portals. We have 2 teams straight away dropping onto Coldfang. They're being forced away quite aggressively. As Calc's already on less than half HP. They do get the mob kill right at the last second, but it's not enough for a level 2. We are seeing Cookies trying to catch out someone if possible. One more LMB will seal the deal. Yeah, what's up, Chips, bro? What do you mean, GPA? Is it like, you mean in general type shit, or what? Kuba, last alive now, level 2. If you mean like Twitch is bugging, yeah, that's just happened to me right now. I have to refresh my my browser. Looks like affluence will probably be given to AUR after they farm up all the rest of the mobs.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
This we're actually going to be going to PRO in this scenario. AT on the north side, we're looking at Moo on the top right. They're going to have quite a long migration process to get over into zone, but they're going to be able to do that without issue. I think no one's around them, to be honest. Repeat, look to be going super duper aggressive mode, trying to apply instant pressure onto Bao. I think because they know that they're kind of split at the moment, that they're trying to guarantee at least 1 kill. Roof has been the chosen victim here. Acklinks goes with a great aggressive shift forward, plus the wall, trying to gatekeep him if possible. Dashes through, still makes his way through though, so... Acklinks has to jump ship at the last second, taking way too much damage. Oof, still getting an extra bit of poke in, and Roof tries to get the finishing blow potentially onto Acklinks, but he's got the dash. He should be fine in this scenario. We do see a potential catch-up though. Ash on 1 HP! The hammer just misses! Oh no, that's so illegal. He's desperately trying to... Oh no! No, he didn't! Oh no! Oh, this whole time they went super duper hand mode. And they just... the spike happens just like that. Orlando's just found Acklinks as well, so we're just left with Shroom. There is a res not too far away. And I think unless Bao wanted to chase this one to the end of the earth, they already checked the island res, but he's obviously not there. He's going to have to go deep into the abyss, into the zone for a while. Raph picked up the armors though. KT might be looking to pick up any last remnant scraps. Of course, there are 2 armors in that unopened vault. But Casimir's already trying to get the back. I'm wondering if Cookies can get the pull in. There we go. So there's a nice little catch out of the last second. Half HP. Flicking over to Manacles. We do see 2 teams relatively close to each other in this scenario. Gecko. Less than half HP. Deathbreak temporarily caught out as well, but he's probably got enough dashes to get away in this scenario. Spike Grenade narrowly misses. Deathbreak goes off the back. Okay, again, Red Gun. If it was an extended, may have actually connected there, but it does not. SBA looking to get a couple of buys in, maybe some pots, etc., armor repairs. But this is definitely Cuba or any Ghost's playground if they get enough value from all of these walls. Pop the EMP near. They actually get the connection onto Gecko. Rebel gets a nice bit of extra poke on top. Cookies takes down Mystic at the same time. Let's have a quick flick up and see how KT are doing then. Blink is looking to force that Kazuma if possible. Blink and Meki both applying pressure from both directions. Likely to be a guaranteed kill here. There we go. On the bottom right side. Did you see Bao? Real P back for round 2. It looks like onto the roof. They want to bully them out of the game, it feels like. Did you see a Tom not too far away? But unfortunately actually gets hooked as well and donked as well. Nice little clean pickup for PRL. Good for 2 kills so far. Bao temporarily split for the moment, looking to get a res. Not sure what Ash is looking to stick here. On the full south side, we do see a res successfully performed by KT. All the way on the south side now is EV trying to go for a super aggressive in. The stasis already has to be popped. Unfortunately, as Crouch waits patiently with the displacement charge plus LMB, taking down Crocus. There, Crouch is there with the over prediction on the ult, the overshooting on the ult, but still, the team gets the kill. As TSC looks to apply a bit of pressure onto Thrill P. Abyssal Breaker's popped just afterwards. TSD managed to mitigate basically all of the damage on CC coming out from that one. There goes the second win, popped by Kazaro. You see a nice little spike at the last second, potentially catching out Godefroy with a second spike just afterwards. Maybe this is enough in this scenario. Looks like he's going to be able to get away. They both just jump ship in their own respective directions. As Greninja does take down Pen. We do see 3 teams on the right side looking to farm up the soul if possible. Teleportation already on the ground. Same with Armor Soul. And there is another one on the right side which I can't see yet for some reason. About to say, I've not seen Shy for a while, it feels like, but there we go. You see Deathbreak taking down Shroom. KT just below PRL and Shy respectively. We do see kind of a round house flank by Flawed in this scenario, trying to get an extra bit of damage potentially. The Chilling Finori has already been popped by Hachi though, Sinnoh trying to get an extra bit of boot damage onto Yasuo. He's knocked away Hachi as well. He gets the Battle Gun connection onto Sinnoh, but he's probably going to be fine in this situation. But his team potentially isn't. Flawed already found dead by Baruf. Double shield bash reset, actually killing Sprukin shortly afterwards as well. And a couple more LMBs is actually going to allow, well, Bao just to keep even getting more kills. And Shy are unfortunately outed. Feels like they've not found the secret source for a while now, since these couple of patch changes. Maybe they're a bit rusty. I'm not too sure what's going on behind the scenes, but hopefully they do find their footing again. You see Meki taking down Akalinks at the same time. Once my camera unscots. There we go. Maybe also a little bit of a pressured situation as AWR continues to just walk them down. Unfortunately deleashes at the last second, a bit too long of a range to get the pullback. Eva manages to jump ship at the last second along with Ice. And, we can see from the top rope, Rat's coming in. They've probably got everything off cooldown. A nice little punch maybe negates Rat's kind of in. And they get pushed at the last second from the Chilling Finale to actually get hit by it. By AUR. Nice little shield bash tech there. Probably unintentional, but I'll give him credit for it anyway. Meki trying to get that ever important poke onto Levi. Seals the deal. There we go. Levi now look to jump onto Rat. They don't have much armor left, if any at all, to be honest. Or, well, at least on Cookies. Meki actually looking relatively healthy though.
Warning. Storm closing.
When you see another catch out, SP picking up even more kills. 3 so far. Europe. Level 9s versus level 10s and 11s. They're going to have to make either a wide rotation or something else, because if they stay here too long, they might be cooked. Luckily, Shin misses the pull-in, because through OP, at least Aiden might have been toast there. You see nice Stalker as well, summoning again, not too long. Potential big catch out here against Ice. Crouch does get the ulti up to the north side there, which provides him with a little bit more time, and Moo come down now. We do see KT, at least one member taking the portal at the last second. Mystic in a little bit of a troubling situation as Rat look for the free kill. Looks like they're going to be able to get it onto Mystic. Crouch manages to reunite probably with Levi. Maybe Rat see this and go for an extra jump afterwards, but of course we've moved to the right of them. They can't really make an aggressive decision for free. Should expect. You see Bao slowly wandering over to TSD as well. Nice little pull in again, actually catching up Godefroy completely, and Ash is trying to capitalize off of that initial momentum that Orlando's gave them. There goes the nice little Abyssal Breaker onto Kazaro as well. A couple more LMBs and RMBs. Godefroy on 1 HP, sealed, finished off at the last second by Orlando's. Gecko actually gets the kill as well, and Ash just hit down Minato's. It is Kazaro last alive, found in the bush. Pops the Vortex Charm, unfortunately not getting the connection. He's quite low on mana too, trying to get a couple of LMBs as he rotates behind them. Getting a little bit of a scuff there as well as Meki does take down Treadsy at the same time. Cookies finds Hoodis. Moo are unfortunately outed 11th place. We are seeing a dash to the left hand side by Kazaro. Still alive for the moment, but I think now he's about to get caught out, and TSD are outed 10th place. Nah, GPS, sorry, it's just banned, dude, right from what I saw. It's just straight out, flat out banned. Oh, EMP need to get a nice little catch onto Shin just temporarily as he tries to skirt around MST. I think he's going to go for some sort of portal cheese play, but couldn't make it in time as Shroom actually finds Deathbreak. So 3OP, finally getting a little bit of revenge onto SB. I think they killed one member on the top side, so they take what they can get. You see PRL as well. Sinnoh's still dead. They're trying to get the res if possible. Lord starting things off with the Reap in onto Aiden, getting an extra bit of LMB damage, but dashes away at the last second. Tom just chilling in the bush. At the same time, we do see Bao at least getting one more kill so far. Currently at 10 kills. As Cookies tries to fight for that last mob, but has to jump ship at the last second. Shroom is dancing like an absolute god, it seems, against Baruf just temporarily. Forced him away for the moment. And that 3OP will probably have to jump ship here. It always feels like the first game, they're on like first gear. And then they crank it to 6th gear game 2 onwards. It's like they're just not awake yet, man. Speed trying to hold ground temporarily, but the Reap starts things off. Now in the armor gets nice little reset at the last second once he's backing up, but Cookies keeps getting the Beyblade spins continuously onto SB. Shin tries to go for a following with the Raw, getting a massive armor reduction onto Cookies, which he has to now obviously repair himself as Blink tries to buy a bit of time for Cookies to continue doing this. Gecko has to jump up to the north side as well. SB are going to be fine in this scenario. It looks like as Rat go for a potentially early back. No one's going to get cancelled. Everyone is fully back. As we flick over to EV, the Chinky line is already popped by Ice, but the Batagum is kind of scuffing him somehow. I'm saying it's the Batagum, it's not nothing to do with that, to be honest, but Orlando's does actually kill Ice. Kuba takes down Crouch at the same time. Here you are, looking to try and jump ship. They've been pretty bruised here at the last second. I don't know if your Ninja can even stick this Rezik onto Sebi. Maybe he tries it on this kind of killer, but Bauer is going to force them off. MST can't apply enough pressure from the south side. I don't think they want to give up their own respective safe space on the south side. As Rat tried to apply a bit of pressure onto 3LP this time. Looks like they've both gone their separate ways again. This time SB are looking to apply a bit of pressure onto EV. They've been forced in every which way direction. Not able to find like a solid ground, but maybe they can turn it here as Levi actually gets the kill onto Shin to start things off. Crouch might be there for the reinforcements, but Kazamo might find Ice unless he can actually get the kill. It's really, really even between Ice-T and Kazamo. At the last second, we do see Depbrek also struggling to survive potentially against EV. They might be able to seal the deal, take it down a spear, unless Gecko can somehow escape. Ice is trying to survive as long as possible along with Levi, but of course so many third parties have come now. And unfortunately SB do get outed here. They've picked up only 4 kills, ending up 9th place. Levi will be shortly dead, but hopefully Ice can make it out. Maybe he goes for the portal play. Where's he going to take him? He's actually going to be safe. This is the actual play in my opinion. He did take it right at the end. We do see that on the minimap. Ninja's also made it out as well as a massive, colossally huge Abyssal Breakers pop by Fluffy Fish with that kind of lava on the top to seal things off. KT are now in a very, very troubling predicament. Just 2 members going down to the right-hand side. There is potential for a train res, but his endgame zone is going to absolutely kill here. We are looking at the portal summoning in around 5 seconds. So maybe KT can go for that, but if they can sack around enough, but AUR completely taking dominion over that. Backlinks actually takes out Blink at the same time. And PRL are unfortunately outed 8th place as Meki continues to get mega poke onto 3LP as he keeps basically kiting backwards, still as a 2-man. If he can do it well enough, he might be okay, but he might have been scuffed there. Using that dash and achieving no value has provided an open potential window for 3LP unless he hits that RMB to maybe get the reset onto Shroom. Looks like Shroom has to back away at the last second. Portal already used against Mekimek. They are really trying to hunt him down. Both portals used now. He gets a bit of portal cheese down onto the south side. But Shroom is going to be, welcoming him with a couple of LMBs to the face. Mekimek is finally dead. EV there on the bottom right side. We do see Rat as well. They've just got the res off, it looks like, but they are in a sticky situation as MST are looking to apply giga pressure. Cookies actually finds 1 kill though. Maybe they can get the res onto Kuba back as a 3-man, but they stole the Wisp. And now he's actually trying to stick the own res, but the Anomaly might have scuffed him at the last second. Now he has to take the portal up to the top left-hand side. There's a crown that's potentially available for him, but he's going to maybe wait and bide his time before he actually goes for the stick. We see Bao again looking to apply mega pressure, this time onto AUR. The train is rapidly arriving. We'll be departing very, very soon in this kind of new station arena we have.
Base camp destroyed.
And it seems like the game has calmed itself down for the moment. Cookie's got in the back. He's actually got enough money for a res as well. We are seeing the Gnarled Heart also being dropped, I assume by Bao, but I could be wrong. There we go. Nice guess. MST look to apply a bit of pressure onto AUR, and they themselves are looking to get the final kill onto Mystic for KT. And that is KT unfortunately outed 7th place. Fluffy starts things off with the repin, gets the spin, but doesn't really get that much healing off afterwards. Blinks tries to rotate up to the north side to reunite with his team. There goes the Abyssal Breaker pop, but Cookie's got like a really opportune spin at the last second to kind of displace 3LP just temporarily, making that kind of Abyssal Breaker not that high value. Blink goes in with his own Abyssal Breaker, but the Chain Tornado is popped at the last second, trying to get the kill if possible. They do seal the deal, and it is just 2 members left now for 3LP. Shroom gets the nice little dagger up to the top right hand side, and is potentially in a lot of trouble as he's getting absolutely peppered potentially by Bao. Aiden's likely to be dead here. He's getting basically 3-manned. Shroom last alive for 3LP. Crown pickup as well for Kausk, I think, yeah. On the top side, he's going to be isolated in this scenario, and Fluffy Fish actually gets the last kill onto 3LP. 3LP outed in this scenario, 6th place. Luca, this is game 2, yeah.
Oracle is scanning.
Trying to avoid the fury of basically every team, but the Battlegum has connected. Well, somehow it didn't connect. It looked like it did there for a second. Ninja gets a nice little heat shield thing to start things off against the EV, but a nice little punch is mitigated, or of course a little bit of space to be created between AUR and EV. They're both relatively on the same HP as Ninja. Gets a nice little couple of armor repairs at the last second. There goes the third party by Blink. Tries to get the Abyssal Breaker, but the Chain Tornado is already popped by Ice, perfectly timed, negating all of the damage and CC. And Blink now looks upwards even further as Kausk does die. Couldn't get the crown pop off. That's Bao taking another kill. Already at 15 so far for game 2. We're seeing a nuke drop as well. Jump up to the north side by AUR. Temporary split Fluffy is for the moment, but he's going to be fine in this scenario. He's got a little pillar to kind of chill behind as Blink goes in with a mini send in. Rat looking to continuously force out AUR as possible. There goes the avalanche play, the Viru special. And they do turn at least one into a snowman, but Ninja's probably going to be able to make his way out of this one. This breaker's popped by Fluffy as well, and we do see Eevee in the bottom right side, so Rat potentially in a bit of trouble here. They've used a lot of their utility and cooldowns already, but we know that Nyx is obviously extremely strong, has an extended amount of survivability with all that lifesteal. Yo, what's up, Starblade? Yo, what's up, Wout as well? Oh, Mech likely to be dead here. Don't think he can escape this time. We do see Bao, slowly encroaching upon an AUR, EMP nade. Oh, gets a connection on the little toe of Orlando's, unfortunately. Nuke has been dropped again. I feel like that keeps happening to negate the Von whenever possible. Rats, probably, yeah, but they don't have enough money. They're just like 1k short. If they can maybe get like 1 kill from a box, or like get 1 kill, get the box money, they can maybe buy a res. Not too sure. There is a crown on the top right hand side. We do see a Abyssal Breaker pop by Fluffy, and there goes the ulti send in by Crouch. As Levi's there already with the reinforcements. Rat have to jump up to the north side and try and avoid Bao potentially as long as possible. But Bao are going to keep slowly applying pressure. I think they want you can tell that their kind of cadence and pacing is slowed down a little bit for now. Blink actually finds Ash at the last second. Okay, and Bluroof is already sticking the res somehow. We do see a nice little wisp pick up as Sebi does kill Levi. Abyssal Breakers and popped by in every direction. Spins as well, Bluroof. And Ash have forced away Ice, last member for EV. Gets a nice little snipe at the last second to take out EV, 4th place. Left with 3 teams. Meki trying to jump around in every single direction. Just trying to buy time, I guess, in this scenario for Cookies. I think he might have successfully done it with like kind of sneaky ported around, jumps back up at the last second, gets nice a dash up to maybe try and reunite with Cookies, but it's going to be successful. And that the res reuse is an opportune moment for Rat to come back as a full 3-man. They get the nice little repin, while Cookies does. Abyssal Breaker also followed up by Blink, get a nice little bit of damage onto AUR in this scenario. But they are going to manage to maintain their armors and health for the most part. But Bao are not looking to apply pressure. The Brawl, unfortunately, doesn't get any value from Orlando's. A little bit out of distance as Genja kind of sends it in just for a small amount of time. As Blink is kind of just behind AUR. Just trying to potentially grief them. But I think Rat need to be kind of on the same page, to be honest. Maybe Blink is providing just the correct amount of pressure, not an overexertion or force. He's not full sending, of course, so it does make sense. Sebi's already gone for the aggressive dash forward onto Ash. Lost half HP, had to pop the E-Pack a little bit early here. Some napalm's already dropped. Actually getting the kill onto Ash. We know that Bao are kind of running out of res options as well, having already used the res. There goes the Abyssal Breaker pop by Fluffy Fish and the dash as well. And this is why Fluffy was like one of the best oaths back in the days. He's not really lost any of this prowess, as we continuously see with these crazy, nice, clean flash shield bashes and Abyss Breaker combos. As Orlando's has picked up the crown, 1 minute 20. E-Plat has already expired though, unfortunately for Orlando's. Chilling in the Abyss as long as possible. He's slowly getting seasoned and finally spiked, providing AUR the chance to come back as a 3-man, but that Roar comes in at the most opportune moment. As Ninja goes in with the send in. Fluffy with the follow-up with the Abyssal Breaker. Cookies spinning full Blade Wave mode for the second. Sebi trying to get some armor repairs and heals him when possible. And Blink goes in with the aggressive sending with the anomaly play, but a surprising spike. Unfortunately, they've lost Blink, but they do get at least one reset to kind of level the playing field. As we do see an aggressive dash forward by Cookies trying to survive as long as possible. He's getting spinning as well. And ideally, you kind of need to have like really long-term anti-heal from like Ninja to maybe negate some of Cookie's healing. He gets even more repairs coming in. There goes another heal. Sorry, another res attempt by Fluffy, which is probably going to be successful back as a 3-man. Abyssal Breaker popped the temporary stun, but Cookies has managed to make his way through with the dash through. Gets another Raw onto Ninja, negating his armor again. Gets a nice little spin to try and, get Ninja off him. He's playing super duper sticky mode. Dodging the Arcane Railgun at the most opportune moment. 1 HP. Hopefully he can survive this one. Yep, he's got the perk, so it's going to be okay. Arcane Railgun misses his time again by Sebi as the E-Plat is also dropped. They're going for the full send in to try and dash across. Gets the Raw combo as well. Gets an extra bit of lifesteal as well at the last second as Meki finally breaks the shield of Fluffy Fish, doing an absolute insane amount of damage. Rat are holding their own and then some, it feels like, in this 2v3 scenario. We are seeing a kind of a reap to start things off and a spin just afterwards. Meki trying to get as much damage potentially onto Sebi, but they don't have the crown, so they can't get back as a full 3-man. Rogan narrowly missing, but the Batacom does connect. Really cleanly done there. I'm assuming by, well, two of them have it. It's either Fluffy or Ninja. Really clean play. Cookie's last alive now. Maybe it is the 1v3 play, and surely that would warrant a Nyx ban. But who knows, given the current state of things. As he already kills Sebi, and he's just continuing on his onslaught, it feels like, while he's in this unstoppable state. He's forced away AWR just for the split second. And the res attempt has already been stuck with the red GA by Fluffy. Doesn't look like it's going to be a missed time. Cookie's now 1 HP, have to stop the res, and unfortunately it wasn't enough. AUR do end off game number 2 with 19 kills. Sorry, 18. No, it is 19. I'm dank. Yep, 19 kills. There we go.
Storm tightening.
Yo, what's up, Meep, dude? It's weird to see both of you separated, man. Blink and Meep. It's like the eternal duo. Something's not right, man. I can be your counselor. I know that you guys are some sort of divorced couple. We can work through this, guys. Come on.
Not all deaths are endings.
Select your... Abyssal hatchlings are spawning soon.
Alright, welcome back everyone. There we go. We're looking at KT starting off the bat. Taking down Chogi, trying to get some armors if possible. Looks like armors are going to be free in Imotech again, as they were last game if I'm not mistaken.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
Roof dice to the world somehow. Maybe it's a DC issue, I'm not too sure. Didn't actually catch what happened there. Must be, I'm sure, I'm guessing. The rest of the teams are relatively healthily split as well. On the south side we do see Eevee as well, pretty much chilling. It is cross-country as well, so hopefully teams can prepare for that one. Zone is pulling heavily bottom left. Holy schmoly.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Again, with a slow game, there's like zero interaction. It's so odd to see. I feel like, I literally don't know what's changed. And obviously, I know there's been absolutely a bunch of different character changes and things of that nature, but progression-wise, the game's not necessarily changed. Of course, with the circle having being scaled dynamically to the amount of teams is the only thing that maybe you can argue has changed, but... But Raph picked up all the armors. You see me on the left-hand side just chilling for now, trying to get some Guardians, etc. A potential interaction between Bao and TSD in this scenario is the LMBs are looking to catch out with the spin as well on top onto Orlando's. Ah, Luca, this is new information to me. I was not aware. Nah, it's fine, bro. Anyone can feel free to voice their opinion. I'm not going to gatekeep anyone's opinions about anything. Just keep it, just like, don't be too aggro or like aggro towards anyone else. That's all I'd ask. Just be kind to each other, like all the homies in chat. Ooh, big potential catch out here through LP. We lost a lot of HP. Bao looking very, very healthy in this scenario. Going for the send-in. They get a couple more LMBs onto Ash. Akalink's being spun away again at the last second. Shroom just find at least one. Akalink finds the other. And somehow they managed to turn this around. It is Orlando's last alive now. It was looking a little bit sour there, but ThrilP have danced that one perfectly. TSD is Benato, I'm pretty sure. Oh, GPA, thanks for the Prime as well, bro. Appreciate you, man. I tried to run the ads, not during gameplay, so you don't have to. Hopefully, you don't have to worry about that in the future. But sometimes I'm 11 and I forget, and I also have to try and time the ads where, you know, even with the delay, which is a bit of a nuisance. But hopefully, you've not had any problematic situations. Really flick up on the north side, we do see TSD against Mu in this scenario. Pen going in super duper ham, gets the Beyblade spinning onto Benato, absolutely chunking potentially at least one, has forced him away to try and get some heals off at the last second. Ninja just get at least one kill onto Shin to start things off in another area, but I'm going to try and keep my eyes on the TSD. I feel like they're aggressing just enough. The body language is telling me that they kind of want to have a fight here, as we do see a potential back to bait Mu across, back onto the bonfire just for a split second. He's nice little roar. Start things off. Go on then, Meat, do that one. Make the channel. We need a summary of all the dramas. Oof. Oh my god, that was super duper clean by Mu. We see a nice little sneaky escape by Kazara at the last second. There go to Foy is now basically playing the 1v3, but can maybe go matcha mode, but with who just been there, makes it extremely difficult. The shield is also broken. That might be a window potentially. Tretzi is still on super low HP, gets healed at the last second by the hammer, and actually gets at least one reset. Maybe bought himself just enough time to jump back. He went in for the send-in with the Fuselaw, then dashed back at the last second with his dagger, jumps up to the north side. Railgun misses. Going for it, can hopefully make it out this one. There are a couple of mobs left to farm. Having a quick flick over SB and Shy in this scenario. Shin caught out the last second. The punch unfortunately doesn't get the connection either. Sproken unfortunately found dead, and Nyasa has to jump ship complete now, but Shin is way too low to kind of stay lingering here. Depbrek tries to finish off Hachi, can't even pop the ulti in time, and Depbrek does get the kill, so just one member left alive. Looking at Kazuma as well, having to jump ship. Mystic in a very, very sticky situation here, looks like. Being absolutely laser beamed as Kazuma gets the kill to Kask at the last second. What? Crazy work. And, Mystic is also dead in this scenario. Shy are unfortunately out of the last place. Shy have to potentially, sorry, SB have to potentially run away from AUR in this scenario. Bissbreak has already been popped. Ninja with the aggressive send in, pops the heat shield at the last second, pulls in at least one. The Squid unfortunately scuffs for Gecko, and Depbrek's there just at the most opportune moment to get the punch in. Cookies also gets the kill onto Kazara, but Sebi gets a mega spike nade plus hella NMBs onto Depbrek. 1 HP now floor, looking for the kill. Looks like Sebi stole at the last second. Gecko trying to survive as long as possible, but the hammer's keeping sent in. Sebi is maybe looking for the chase potentially, but now they have to care about PRL as Tom just temporarily gets knocked away by the Vor. Ninja also just, kites down to the south side to kind of maximize the space they have as Flawed. Tries to concentrate his pressure and focus onto Fluffy. The hook does connect by Tom though, looking for the pick. Dunk is not going to be enough to get the kill as Ninja does make his way onto solid ground. On the south side we do see Crouch as well, last alive for EV, being aggressively chased by Bao. Oh, gets the dash. Shield bash reset onto EV. Not even a reset, just a normal dash shield bash. Taking him out though. Oof, from PRL, get a nice little free kill onto Kazuma as well. Even after KT just rezzed. A lot of space for these teams to play in, but a potential catch out here by KT.
Abyssal hatchlings are spawning soon.
Ulti unfortunately misses. The Abyssal Breaker is also popped by Sinoid. Not getting a spike onto Crocus just yet. But with the combined efforts of PRL, they do manage to get at least one kill. We are looking at Night Stalker as well, summoning in not too long. Along with Resonating Idol on the top left-hand side. We see a massive clean engage here by Moo. Absolutely shredding Shroom, potentially Aiden as well. But we've seen him be evasive numerous times in the past few games at the very least.
Oracle is scanning.
So hopefully he can continue his escape. As Kurapia back as a 4-3 man from that res, looking to maybe stick the Guardian just afterwards, as Aiden, he knows that Mu are just going to keep sending it in this kind of same fashion as they did just before. Luckily Aiden manages to get away. He's got just enough time to have his dash off cooldown again, as Tom just finds Sebi this time, as we see on the kill feed. Oof, a nice little catch onto Aiden. Oh, and he gets spiked as well, unfortunately. Bit off a little bit more than he could chew there. Couldn't really sustain as long as he did in the previous games. MST also has just 2 members trying to get back Kausk if possible. On the top right side we do see TSD. Picked up 2 kills so far. Not looking too healthy, and Armors, this Fluffy Fish, is being chased potentially to the end of the earth. Kazara's probably seen it, but TSD are kind of underleveled. They kind of need to stabilize XP at the very least, have a better chance of surviving. As AWAR try and make an approach across. Sinnoh goes with an aggressive send-in. Ninja manages to get out with the ulti, but Sebi has been left alone to the Wolves. In this scenario, the Wolves are PRL, and they do pick up another kill onto Sebi successfully. TSD look to go down to Starside, getting a nice little free kill onto Ninja as well. But AUR back as a 4-3 man, they got the rest stick basically instantly. Oh, Atrax gets a nice little spike onto KT, and Aiden has picked up a Sky Shark. Mystic has just punched him off it at the last second, trying to get the GTA steal, which is successfully done. And unfortunately, I guess what it must have been is Cal's got the DC'd, unfortunately. Some sort of bug in the game. Unfortunately, you see a spin. Chilling Denali already popped by 3LP. Super low HP. They're trying to sustain as long as possible, but, you know, Mu are not having any of this. Shroom has maybe just bought enough time for Akalinks and Aiden to get a little bit more healing up to survive, and then maybe they've just leveled the playing field as Blink goes in with a super duper clean Abyssal Breaker, forcing them away. Nuke is also dropped. We are seeing a bit of mirroring going on between 3LP and Mu. Trenzy has to potentially, maybe he's going to die, actually dies at the last second. Wisp is not able to get rest either. That third party really scuffed them out. Trenzy maybe decided to go to the right hand side. He would have had more success or survivability as Hoodis gets a nice little reset at the last second. But he's getting knocked away in every direction, it looks like. Gets a nice little dash reset again up on the north side. And that has wounded 3LP in this scenario. Now they have to look for another res. Trying to stick the res as possible, but MST are there as a two-man. So looking to apply some pressure. And a Mr. Chaos Bauer out in 10th place. So this is their stinker game, I guess. They're trying to make the lobby somehow more fair, it feels. As Depbrek continues to apply pressure onto PRL. Flawed this time is the victim. As the Kamehameha is popped by Revel, getting mega damage onto Aiden. Blink's trying to get a little bit of heals up at the last second along with Aiden. Trying to get a bit of damage onto Revel, force him away. He's had to use his LMBs to, you know, knock himself away. And Akalinks now has potential free pickings onto Cooper. He himself has had to dash. MST decided we cannot fight any longer here. We're just going to be happy with what they did. We are looking at Dragon Breath rounds spawning in not too long. SB and AUR looking to eye this one up. EMP nade doesn't get a connection, unfortunately. As Shin starts off the engagement, tries to get a bit of damage in as well. Spike grenade and Abyssal. Sorry, the Napalm doesn't get too much damage at all, to be honest. Yeah, Reap misses as well by Shin as Greninja goes with the full aggressive send-in with the Heat Shield, pulling in all three members of SB, but TSD also hear the noise. They get the Vortex Charm connection. Bolus actually gets one stick, but not enough for a stun. SB now have to rotate that down to the south side as TSD just like, they're trying to feel out all the situations. They know that AOR temporarily split. They themselves are going up to the north side. Cookies actually finds Trenzy on the kill feed. Still catch up, but not caught by the Reap. Kuba is just slightly out of range. Only the Arcane Railgun connects, not the LMBs. Shroom trying to get a potential kill. Looks like 3LP managed to get the full reset without issue. They picked up armors as well, so they've really found a nice boon somewhere from one of the boxes. As Hoodis is wandering around homelessly, it feels like, in the middle of the abyss. All eyes on him.
Online.
TSD chilling on the bottom right. Tom Kick, no crown. 4k they could buy one. Maybe looking to stick the res. Obviously, that's the cheaper alternative. As Shroom gets another kill onto a Rebel this time. We are hearing a res stick by Rat as well, trying to get Blink back if possible. Yeah, Chinkanani's also popped. Repeat, have stopped the res from happening, trying to force Rat out completely. Rat only have 3 kills so far. It's definitely going to be a bit of a shake-up game for sure, especially with Bao being outed so early. An unfortunate spike on Kaizaro. Tom chilling in the bush, not found out surprisingly by any member. And, of course, with the bonfire being so close, you know, Tom can basically never stick it. He's going to play this super duper patient game. Ah, Burif, okay. I thought something weird happened at the start. I was like, wait, what happened here? Well, is it the game just scuffing out? Because I think Chaos also scuffed as well this game, which is super unfortunate. To be honest, they should have reset for you, Bruce, bro.
Enemy Oracle is scanning.
If you told her, like, Kizuna or someone. Surprised it didn't reset, but we're way too late now, I guess. So, you know, pretty much getting that nice super duper clean kill onto Meki. Tom is also found by EY. I thought that might happen. MST also found it shortly afterwards. So in very quick succession, two teams die. SB looking to apply a bit more pressure onto TSD in this scenario. Then we know that Kazara is dead, probably still dead as well. TSD did pick up an extra bit of XP though, which is good all things considered. Zone is now pulling aggressively up to the top right hand side. RP already popped the Abyssal Breaker against KT. They've been forced up to the mini island. KT actually have some higher levels potentially than 3LP, although 3LP's armor, of course, is looking mighty good. Orb of Revival is dropping on the ground for either KT or TSD, or maybe even 3LP to pick up if 3LP want to take the long walk up to the north side. Crown pick up for Godefroy. It looks like they might have free roam over Orb of Revival, and they're going to be able to pop Crown. They're going to be able to get Kazara back as well, of course, if it's uncontested. But the zone is moving a bit too rapidly, I think, for them to actually kill it in time. So they're all going to have to play the Crown as SB look to apply pressure onto Moo. There's a nice little spin to start things off. Pen already has to jump ship up to the north side. Same with Hoodis, even after his Abyssal Breaker. Death Break gets a nice little punch onto Treadsy. Pops the ulti as well with the Reap. Trying to secure the kill. They are successful. Death Break feathers perfectly against Moo just for the moment as KT are there on this kind of super duper mini island. Trying to get some Arcane Rogan poke as AWAR come down from the north side. Go for it. 45 seconds left. Have to pop the Fuse Slog. AWAR maybe have free pickings. I'm wondering if they're going to go for an aggressive send in. They know that surely they heard that the Fuse Slog had already been popped, but they have to kind of spread their attention wisely here, it feels like, as Aiden tries to get the kill potentially onto Godefroy, pops the Abyssal Breaker. Never mind, actually gets spiked, unfortunately, and TSD lose 1 member straight afterwards. Godefroy absolutely popping, unfortunately dies at the last second. Minato, the last member, again for TSD. Oh, that's super unfortunate. But, you know, there's still a chance potentially for a couple of teams here to pop off as Minato still surviving in the Abyss for a little bit longer. SB might be able to get the kill here, but the spin, even with the lifesteal, is not enough. TSD are outed. 7th place. Oof. He's looking to get the res if possible as well. Treadsy is back in the game. Zone is now pulling up to the top left this time. SB have picked up 9 kills so far. We are seeing an aggressive, or not aggressive, a forward playing knife play, dagger play by Shroom. Still not enough though, unfortunately. Cookies has picked up Crown. 18 seconds. Acklink's last alive. 2k only, so... There is a Crown, though, and then just in that new circle, so that's a potential option. I'm wondering if AUR want to kind of gatekeep this one. Cookies is about to pop his Crown, though, so he should be fine in this scenario. There we go.
Enemy Oracle online.
SB slowly wander up from the left-hand side. Debrek has the Shredder as well, or Dragon Breath rounds, as it's called nowadays. And I guess the Crown pickup by Echolinks pops the Chin Finale instantly. Maybe a little bit mistimed because, of course, SB are just waiting there. They played the patient game and they, you know, it seems to have paid dividends for them, taking down 3OP 6th place. Left with 5 teams as the Abyssal Breaker is popped by Hoodis. Okay, we're going to send in Spike Grenade, not getting too much value, unfortunately, from Kazimo. Pops to summon Napalm, not doing too much either. Spike Grenade again, unfortunately missing. As Fluffy sent it with the Abyssal Breaker, the wall has temporarily knocked them away, but AUR maybe looking to chase down KT. There goes the aggressive send in with the Fight the Fly Fox. Getting into a little bit of trouble now as the Abyssal Breaker has been popped. He's trying to use the shield to last as long as possible, trying to dodge the poke continuously coming in from Mekimek and those hammers. Manages to escape, well, nearly with 1 HP as Fluffy is probably going to look to stick the res. I think he already used his heal, so a little bit of a mistime there as Wrapped may have overextended in this scenario as SB look for a clean rotate. Mekimek already found dead. Blink now trying to fight for his life if possible. Gets a nice little knockaway into Shin. Shin has been called to summon. He's summoned to the courts, it feels like now, to try and fight against AUR as Gecko makes his way out with basically 1 HP at the last second. Hopefully enough to get a bit of healing, and there's a very good comb by SB to get Shin back fighting in towards AUR's direction as beginning to send it with the ulti, getting a decent amount of damage potentially onto Deprek, just tenderizing on them it feels, and now AUR have to hopefully jump ship up to the top left hand side, and maybe just enough space that they've been granted actually by that knockaway by Hoodis. Holy. Zone is now pulling to the bottom right hand side as we see. Blink chilling on the top left hand side. 23 gold. He's at absolute poverty. There is no Crown at least yet in the new circle. There we go. It's just spawned. On the bottom right hand side, so he's got a long way to travel as Deprek tries to juggle against Moo. The nuke's already been dropped as well. Deprek gets a nice little bit of healing at the last second as well, and the LMBs keep coming in. It looks like, unfortunately though, Pen does get caught out. A nice little Spike Grenade at the last second, plus summon Napalm, doing chunky, infinite, mega damage to Hoodis. The nice little Batagum actually gets a nice super duper clean connection onto Treadsy as well. We're just left with Hoodis, last alive for Moo. Tries to go down with the jump pad, down to the south side. Has found a little bit of space for now, a safe haven temporarily. 895 gold. Still another player without a Crown, without any Crown potential to buy at least. Mystic, it's 83 as well, no Crown potential. So it's going to be maybe a desperate race for this res, or a res or Crown, I think, in this scenario for the 3 teams. It feels like anyway, but here is popped by Cookies, is met very, very closely towards SB. And now he's actually found Hoodis as well at the same time. I think they're going to have maybe a mini juggle, a mini fight potentially as the spinners also used. There goes the Abyssal Breaker. Mega damage onto Cookies. Already found dead, unfortunately. We're now looking at Blink last alive. dashes down to the south side. AUR may want to chase this one, but oh, surprising spike onto KT. Takes out KT in this scenario, 5th place. As Blink surprisingly gets a free passage. He paid the toll. Cookie's paid the toll of death, it seems like, and Blink has been granted passage. Vista Breaker's popped as well. Onto AUR, doing mega damage. SB looking to completely force them out. Death Breaker's looking for that opportunity to get a mega punch in, but it's not been successful so far. We see a mini kind of 1v1 here between both of these oaths. Yeah, hammers keep being exchanged continuously. Blink is getting his heal up at the last second. Actually has no armor as well, so who this should typically win it. He actually has high HP as well as the res. Is being stuck now by Blink, trying to get knocked off at the last second. Vista Breaker's popped against Blink. 1 HP, 1 dash, kind of scuffs at the last second. He's used the shield bash. It's still not enough, and Moo do take down Rat, 4th place in this scenario. Who just gets a nice little armor reset, and then maybe looks to stick the res if possible, but can't anymore because SB are there. Vista Breaker's popped again. There's a nice little dash shield bash. Breaks Gecko's armor. And keeps trying to apply a bit more pressure if possible down on the south side. Ulti is popped at the last second by Deprek. Gets a nice little bit of a skate away. Look at this. Can't seem to do much more here. He's getting absolutely pummeled at the last second. Crown is picked up by Gecko. Oh, gets the skirt underneath as well. And Fluffy does die amidst the chaos. It's just a 1v2 if I'm not mistaken. It is just Deprek last alive. Greninja trying to force him out if possible. AUR currently have picked up 13 kills so far. SB with 13.
Enemies have captured a soul.
Deborah gets descended onto Sebi, doing a decent amount of damage. But the Arcane Railgun plus the Ellen Beast just before that did seal the deal. AUR do take game number 3, ending off with 14 kills. Alright guys, I'm just taking a bit of a break there because I know that I've got 5 games left. Maybe I've already overexerted myself already, but it happens.
Select your...
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. The last game for Group A is now underway. Ending off Group A with Storm Shift, Final Destination. Let's get into it.
Not all deaths are endings.
You are the drop leader.
Alrighty, there we go. You're looking at Final Destination on Mage Bog.
Abyssal
So
hatchlings are
Amphibian is definitely going to
spawning
be probably that picked up perk that we're going to see, as it always typically is for Final Destination on Mage Bog. We've got Amazon Imhotep again for like the third game, it feels like, in a row. TSD and another team in this scenario, I'm not sure who it is, are going for the early Academy drop. TSD and AUR in this scenario. Greninja getting out of heat shield, but maybe a bit more they can shoot. Actually found dead straight off the bat. Minato going with a super aggressive chase. Fluffy is trying to get the poke if possible. Actually gets the kill. Trying to flex around between a couple of different characters here. Looking at him now on the Celeste instead of Oath, of course. Greninja is hopefully about to be rested. Sebi goes for the sending spike grenade. Unfortunately misses. Kazaro goes up to the north side. Being forced out. Pressured, it feels like. Can't even steal the book. Spike grenade and then Bees do get the connection. Kazara is dead. Godefroy last alive for TSD. And Godefroy does manage to make it out. That does give AWAR free dominion over Akkad. Great stuff. KT as well, unfortunately outed. It looks like a move. Just completely... Yeah, they just completely stomped them out. It was like very unfortunate stuff. So one team super duper early in the contest. Could not hang.
Abyssal hatchlings have
You see
spawned.
Shy as well. Wandering over against MST. House looking to provide a bit of pressure. Cooper with the aggressive send-in. Hachi goes in the punch. Unfortunately scuffs it. Gets blasted into the wall by Kaus. Guardian still up for grabs though. MST looking to try to get a bit of damage in. Yasa gets a nice little steal at the last second and a dash backwards. Really nice maneuver. Sprokane already on super low HP though. Kaus with the follow-up. Rebel trying to get that last couple of R&B pokes onto Sprokane, but the trees and Yasa have provided just ample enough cover at the most opportune moment. Rebel desperately trying to get the kill along with Kaus, but Rebel actually lost a lot of HP in this exchange. Yasa actually taking one kill. Really, really nice play there. And he's dashed between a couple of different team members of MST. And Spro... Oh, just dodges that arc at the last second. It's not enough to get a chase on as MST. They managed to get the res off at the last second. Cooper just kills Spro, so Shy actually did buy more than they could chew right at the last second. They nearly played they nearly juggled that fine line perfectly, but it was just not enough. Maybe Hachi can be the kite god. Unfortunately, scuffs the punch again. He is not having a good day today.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
Yasa did make it out though, so hopefully. I don't know how it worked for you guys back in the days. I don't know if I mean I've not been into a library for ages, but at least in the UK, you had like a stamp like mechanism. Like the stamp would say that the book is like active. It's like actively hide for like 2 weeks or whatever. I've not been to a library for ages, dude. My nearest library's in town though, so my town is like pretty far away actually. Like I'm not just gonna go down there randomly, no. I feel like I guess as well, just since the the kind of time of the internet being, you just got all the information like at your fingertips anyway, right? So you've got ebooks, etc. So
Enemy oracle online.
yeah, what I've asked for is like in my feedback a long time ago, I asked them to just put like what place they came next to their name, like still in the still in the black text or something. That would make it super obvious. Shy back as a full 3-man though. They're trying to get the kill on Cooper again. This is like round 2, but PRO are waiting there against MST. They're not going to be able to get the hook. Unfortunately, against Rebel. Rebel trying to get a little extra bit of poke in at the last second. We do see a vault hack attempt as well by Sinoid on the bottom left-hand side, completely untouched, unperturbed by the action going up on the north side. I think Pyro have to kill because of this. Can't have a guaranteed 3-man fight. Deadbreaker does find cookies at the same time. You're seeing a bit of juggling as well. Bracken a little bit of struggling for a predicament. Rebel already found dead there, unfortunately. Yasser, super duper low HP though. It looks like they're going to get the kill potentially at least one. His shield is on 1 HP. Can Cooper steal the deal though? It doesn't look like it's going to be the case actually, in fact. So, oh no, but how'd you get spiked, bro? I can tell he's mad at himself, bro. He's tilted. I mean, Meep, you're not wrong, bro. But I mean, I'm old enough to have done that when I was young, man. Come on now. But that was obviously before the internet was like hella widespread, right? And that you could just get any book you wanted through legitimate or illegitimate means. Like nowadays like books and stuff are like so available.
Storm is closing.
Right next to love and friendship. On the top right hand side, we do see Mecha Boosters and Armor Assault for grabs in around 20 seconds. Spike Grenade already popped against Grenade before forcing up to the north side. Oof, nice little catch up by Minato. Ninja also pops the ulti, gets a bit of LMB damage in potentially, but not too much else. Because they're trying to be there for reinforcements. He's holding his own for the moment, but he's been aggressively and continuously chased by TSD. They are finally making his way through his shield. He gets another heat shield proco off though, doesn't get anyone spiked. Has maybe bought himself just enough time. I wonder if he's going to try a random like 180 spin onto like R&B onto Godefroy. Decides not to do it though. You see PRL trying to kite against 3LP for the moment. Right, also a little bit low on HP. Oh no, not HP and armor, sorry, especially cookies. There go the amphibian pickups. The only benefits, I know we're going onto some random tangent about books and stuff, but you know, it's for some people, especially having like a dedicated space to read can be helpful, you know. In the same way that people work in offices, right? The office space helps them. They have some sort of like mental model that they can associate with work. Even though I work remotely, I don't really care, but I know that other people definitely, you know, function better. You know, I can imagine, for example, if you've got kids at home, it's going to be potentially hard to concentrate, right? So having that office space is definitely better, where there's not going to be any distractions, noises or otherwise. As 3LP are getting caught out here. E-Plat is dropped at the last second. Unfortunately, it's not enough. AUR absolutely clean house. Super duper clean play as Shin is juggling between 2 or 3 teams. Olanas is going to be able to get the back in without issue. Fortunately found dead shortly afterwards. And of course with books, you know, well, I guess with PDFs you own them, right, as well. Well, you don't own them, but you own the file type shit, you know. Like, I'm definitely like pro digital stuff, but I can understand the benefit of books. All I'm trying to say is that I can understand the benefit of books in certain cases as well. Like that book will last forever, right? And I understand, like, yeah, it's not necessarily a good use of paper, etc., which is I can 100% agree with. But some people just like the tangible aspect of or tactile aspect of books or reading. Obviously, it's not dependent on having what's it called, a reader or a phone. You don't need any what's it called, electronic devices basically to read. I think that's one thing that the digital age like has definitely done a good thing for. Like things being digitized like that, especially for like even in the academic field, bro. I'm speaking in a wide span, mate, bro. I'm not saying like you have kids, but you know, in the future, some people from this that we're even watching right now will have kids, you know.
Enemies have captured a soul.
It's just by crouch though, unfortunately. Dash down to the bottom left-hand side. It's not enough for Ice to escape in this scenario. Shy, he managed to juggle around and survive amidst all the chaos. They picked up 5 kills so far. Looking to apply a bit of pressure onto AUR. There goes a nice little knock plus Raw. Taking down Greninja's armor to 0. And Sebi gets a nice little kill. Spike onto Rat. They have to jump ship now, considering Meki is dead. There goes the big full send in. We'll just find Yasuo at the same time. Rat tried to get an extra bit of XP when possible. Not picked up any kills actually. And Shy of Yossi lost Yasa now as Spraken is in a very, very troubling situation. I'm wondering if Orlando's can get the kill. Pops the ulti, goes extra OD, it feels like. Spraken is unfortunately dead, but that, Hachi has got just enough time to get the res off. They're back as a full 3-man again. Another lease on life, it feels like, as you are trying to get a bit of damage onto Rat. They're trying to circle around. Greninja pops the ulti, goes in for the super aggressive chase, but doesn't really extract any values. Just temporarily zoned the other members for the moment. There goes the very super nice, a clean dash Abyssal Breaker by Blink. Potentially catch at least one member. The next one is dead straight afterwards. The res has instantly been stuck by Greninja, and he may have scuffed himself here with this nuke timing. Hopefully gets it off in time correctly. Okay, I just witnessed that one. Interesting. Safety have lost one member. They've only got 2 kills so far. A little bit under-leveled, potentially compared to the average. They've been forced away. PRL not looking too bad in this scenario. Picked up 3 kills. We're looking at Dreadstar summoning in around 30 seconds as well.
Storm tightening. An enemy oracle is scanning.
Yeah, so the super aggressive sending not getting any value, just scuffs off of Orlando's and Baruf respectively. Battlegum gets the connection onto Yasa, likely to be dead very shortly. Tries to dash down to the south side, but it's not enough. Hachi tries to help him out there, but I think he might pay the price for it. Just out of range from the RB. He has to pop the ulti as well, just to guarantee his survival.
Meteor beasts have landed.
We see a wide rotation as well by TSD. EV against Pyro in this scenario. Thomas trying to get the dunk, unfortunately scuffs it. Similar as though with the reinforcements with the roots, but unfortunately misses and actually pays his life for it. Gets absolutely demolished. Blood goes up to the north side, tries to go for the crown plate, it looks like, potentially, or circles around and maybe waits a bit because he knows that there's other teams waiting around, so probably Tom is making the call. Directing Flawed to hopefully the right sort of scenario here. Shy back as a full 3-man again, it looks like. Picked up a decent amount of kills this time, 7 so far. Much better game than the first 3 that they've had. It feels like Gecko gets a nice little Abyssal Breaker. Napalm was also dropped. Fluffy pops a chilling Phenolic at the last second. But it still gets absolutely Omega CC chained by SB and is found dead.
Uninstalled.
Double crown play, 55 seconds or less than 50. Greninja unfortunately scuffs the ulti because he got the mantle at the same time as the ult. Yeesh. Oh, but he gets the hook back. No one is at that 70% threshold. He gets the dunk and a couple of LMBs, but it's not enough to get a kill. 40 seconds left there. 1 minute left. Floor tries to dash down to the south side. Gets a nice little spin to extend his survivability. And Sebi's trying to get the kill if possible. And it actually does steal it, so Greninja still has 30 seconds left for his crown. Orb of Revival up for grabs as well. SB jump down to the south side. They have enough for a res. If they can get to a shop, which it looks like Shin is doing here. Let's see if he gets the buy-in. Miss Depbrek, so the money request is going to be happening soon. The wireless transaction. Did he have enough time is the question. I'm not too sure. Maybe he's got one in his pocket, then I'm not too sure. 5 seconds left for Greninja. He's been absolutely CC chained. Didn't manage to get the res off. But PRL did in this scenario, so actually just killed Blink at the same time. He's been stomped on as well as Meki tries to get an extra poke to force him off the Wisp. Shy, managing to maintain control of Rat now. Looks like it might be on a kind of on the opposite fields. They've got the Dreadstar pickup as well. There goes the res stick attempt.
The lava baron has
Been
arisen.
forced away by Moo just temporarily.
Nuclear launch detected.
Nuke is dropped.
Storm tightening. Base camp destroyed.
Oh, the ulti. Well, it still gets to connect. Well, it still gets the kill credit, shall I say? There you are unfortunately outed in this scenario. 9th place. There goes the Abyssal Breaker by Blink. Nice little spike at the last second. Does catch one as well. So Rat back as a full 3-man, and then Summer's Groove takes down the last member of PRL. PRL are outed 8th place. Fight seems to be continuing here. Cookies does get at least one reset onto Moo. Mekimex trying to be there for reinforcements. Gets a nice little couple of heals at the last second. Cookies is getting mega heals himself. Mekimex gets spiked at the last second. Blink is trying to run down rapidly along with Sprokane, chilling in that kind of stealth with the amphibian. And has got enough at least a res or a crown or something along those lines. Not bought anything just yet though. Portal place to try and confirm the kills if possible. Blink tries to jump over. This nice little dash onto Hudis. Shield is broken now. Reaper fortunately misses, but Meki's trying to get the snipe. E-Plat's already been dropped to try and buy himself a bit more time. And now Valve come in for some potential free pickings as Shy back as a full 3-man again. Actually's been forced in every which way direction. Pops the ulti over to the left-hand side. And then Mekimex trying to get the snipe. Does get it successfully. Really clean plays by Meki. Gets pulled in by the Reap. And after trying to get that super duper aggressive pick onto at least one of the squishy members of Rat. Yeah, if you want to call Cookie squishy, I'm not too sure, but yeah. And last life for Moo. Oh, unfortunately caught in a bit of a sticky situation here. The Abyssal Breaker's been popped. Everything has been used on him at the last second. They're trying to confirm the kill. Desperate for that kill point. And Cookies does get it right at the last second. But SBO looking to feast on Rat just afterwards. Blink pops the Abyssal Breaker to try and survive as long as possible. Dashes up to the north side. Cookies on 1 HP. Has a little bit of healing at the last second. Pops the Roar as well to kind of neutralize Depth Break at the last second. Shy are outed as well. 6th place. SB with 4 kills so far. Rat with 8. Bao with 6. TSD with 2. And EV just below them with 5. Abyssal Breaker's pop. Kazora is found dead though very quickly as Bao pick up a nice little free kill. TSD have to jump ship up to the north side. Rat, I think Cookies was looking for the crown, but Godofroy's picked up now instead, so I'm wondering how much money. 21k, oh my god. Minato stuck in a potentially very sticky situation here. The punch comes out with no stun connection. Minato is found dead very quickly afterwards by EV. Nice little clean pickup. Cookies desperately just wants to find a shop, or just fire the shop, buy the res beacon and chill. Which is about to happen now, maybe? No, actually scouts down maybe to Network. Okay, there goes the buy. 13k, okay, so he bought something else as well. Oh no, it's 8. Actually, I'm not sure. There's some other stuff. We do see a nice little res there. Godofroy actually is dead amidst the chaos. TSD back as a full 3-man. But it looks like at least one member's caught out. Because ROK knocked in like 60 different directions. That dead straight afterwards, Godofroy. Punch misses, unfortunately. Rat back as a full 3-man with that issue. They pop the res on the bottom left-hand side. Godofroy picks up the crown as well. 1 minute 25. Beast gets a nice little kill to start things off against Crouch. Ice dead shortly afterwards. They're trying to get the last ever important kill, if possible, onto Minato. But Levi in this scenario. Can't get it there, unfortunately. Orlando's takes another kill there.
Enemies have captured a soul.
Godofroy with like 1 minute 5 left. Cookies unfortunately gets sniped at the last second. Blink trying to stick the res if possible. Res is being utilized by Godofroy. Yep, Godofroy. I was about to say, is it Godofroy? It is Godofroy. So dancing pretty nicely. Has to pop the Fusillade, but unfortunately doesn't get any value. Daggers back to the right hand side. Trying to maximize his space. Tries to play it on the pad, but gets pulled in at the last second by Shin. And now he's being knocked around like a pinball. Not much survivability left. Can't dance enough. And SB do take down TSD. 4th place. Orlando's might still have Dreadstar, so maybe we can get some mega value as the res is successfully performed at the last second. Abyssal Breaker's also dropped onto Orlando's, making him take a bunch of damage, but SB are now looking for free pickings, trying to take down Cookies if possible. The punch is rotated 180 to try and get the connection onto Blink unsuccessfully though. There goes the avalanche played by Baroof, turns one into a snowman. Blink is found dead by a nice little clean snipe by Ash. Ash tries to get the dash on if possible, but it's unsuccessful. Now the shield is finally broken as well. EMP nade is also popped, and the Dreadstar to follow things up. as Rat wait on the north side, back as again as a 3-man. There gets the battle win connection. Abyssal Breaker pop. Shin is maybe getting rest here unless they can get the stomp on it. They do get it at the last second as Mickey Mech tries to get a nice little knock onto Baruf. He dashes back onto his team as Orlando's kind of goes in for shift number 2 and tries to get a bit of damage onto Blink. He circles around the little mountain at the last second. Another res has been dropped this time. Deckbrook is found in amidst the chaos. Ash has to sit on this one temporarily. Rat running out of space rapidly. Same with their Bow, but you know, they've just confirmed the kill now onto Deadbrook. SBR out in 3rd place. Just 2 teams left. Abyss Breakers pop. Super duper clean play onto Orlando. Just found dead instantly as Blink tries to continue to apply pressure and just gatekeeper Baruf in this small corner, but he's found a little bit of space as Mekimek tries to get the kill if possible. There is a nice little reset for Orlando's as Orlando tries to stick the res himself but can't do it anymore. And the Cookies goes with the aggressive send in with the spin as well on top as Ash keeps trying to send in a bit of LMB, so try and get heals whenever possible. It's not enough. And Orlando scuffs through the portal. Ash is maybe getting rest here, but the Wisp pick up at the last second says no to that. Rats end game number 4 of Group A qualifiers with 18 kills.
Storm tightening.
That is, of course, the end of Group A qualifiers, so Izuna is likely to be making another lobby straight away, or she may be reusing this one, I'm not too sure, but typically in the past she's made another lobby. I think she kind of forgot, because normally she gives the lobby leader to me. Even I forgot, to be honest, so... Yo, what's up, Dracos, as well, dude? Scores are being tallied up, of course. Just waiting for those to come through. Just looking to see if I can send you guys the results if possible, but they're still not here just yet, so just need to wait a little bit longer. Yo, welcome back, everyone. I'm just going to be configuring the new lobby once we've got the scores in as well, of course, which would hopefully be happening any second, but just bear with us, guys. It does take a little bit of time. Yo, what's up, Crouch? It's funny that you're using that emote. It's someone I watch quite a lot. He's a super fun guy. Alright, let's see if the scores have come through now. Still a bit of time to wait. I want to get a quick drink then, guys. Try and get some tea or something along those lines to just soothe the throat for these next 4 games. So I'll just be AFK for like 1 to 3 minutes or something along those lines. BRB. All right, welcome back, everyone. Sorry if it took a bit longer there, but it seems like you can see from the team listings so far that are coming through who qualified and who didn't. But I will get the picture explicitly to you guys. Let's see who did and didn't make it then. So I will copy the link first. Actually, I need to say it first because yes, it doesn't matter. I'll just send the link directly, whatever. Hopefully that works. There we go. There are the scores. So who didn't make it then? Shy, MST, KT, PRO, TSD. TSD were not too far off, only 4 points. Moo did make it through though, auto-quad, which is good. Same with 3OP as well. Pretty close to the wire for 3OP actually, all things considered. But Rat, AUR, Bao, SB, very, very convincing qualifying scores there. EV as well, not doing too bad themselves, 50 points. Big. So in this new lobby, you can see some people from Vibe U camp, of course. The tier 2 teams who've been promoted to tier 1 are now in here, for example, like Apex. Onlookers, Kazaro. We still got another chance, right? It's good to look at it that way, I guess. I'm just trying to slow down on how much I speak, bro, because, yeah, I can already feel the strain coming, so. Yeah, Shy felt like they're been having a rough time for a while now, unfortunately. I feel like we always used to see them as like a top 1 to 5 team, and right now it feels like they're like top 7, top 8 sort of thing. But it depends. I think if they have a good early game or whatever, they have like the macro to carry at least like a first or third place. But it feels like they never get strong enough or solid enough footing compared to how they used to. The thing is, Yasser was playing really nicely on the Oath. It's just, I feel like honestly, it's just been hatchy at least for the last couple of games. You know, we saw loads of punch scoffs. Some are just maybe bugs and like just really unfortunate circumstances. Like someone dashes like a couple of frames earlier than when his punch connects, so he doesn't get the connection. You know, sometimes it's an actual bug. It sucks. You're just getting the lobby set up though, so Group B will be underway very, very shortly. Everyone knows where they need to be. Jesus, mode. Bro, I don't. I'd love to, but bro, I'm trying to retain my energy, man. If I wolf, I'm gonna collapse to the floor, bro. Question is, where are PRL? Hopefully they can arrive soon. I've seen a lot of complaints as well. Unfortunately, you know, I've seen them. I've seen it firsthand. You can see it firsthand from the game, right? About Nyx's strength and why she didn't get like nerfed. It is a bit surprising, to be honest. So I'm hoping that they can either do some sort of emergency hotfix or something along those lines to get Nyx in a healthier shape again. Well, again, I say again as if she ever was, but you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, Chronoxius. Alrighty, we're nearly ready with Group B. Nearly at a full lobby, guys. Just waiting on one person and we should be good. Just looking at the player list as well, we are seeing a Toomey back as well for 3XKO, I believe their name is. Oh, they got Revelin maybe? I'm not sure if they're... I don't know if we're permitting this or not. I don't really know if there's a ruling for a person subbing for another team. Or is he trolling? He was probably trolling, wasn't he? Okay, he was trolling. Never mind. I just flicked up and saw him in the team list. Our GP is here now. He's finally arrived for Apex. They're in there as a 4-3 man. Combat looks good. I guess we're running random for first then, it looks like. The Storm Shift, there we go. Dude. Alright, here we are, just about to get to Group B, Game 1 underway.
Not all deaths are endings.
Select your hunter.
The hunt sets us free.
정말 대단해요. 정말 대단해요.
Alrighty, Game 1 is now underway.
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
Let's go, guys. We are looking at Armors on Dawn Caps. We do have Sword of Fortitude up for grabs as well. Affluence on Ironacres. Two teams looking to drop for the armors. Apex and another team in this scenario, so we need to see how this one unravels. We are seeing a little bit of a split happening at the last second. Apex just below them, MST. Rebel gets a nice little bit of a steal there for the early level 2. Yoinking it away from Apex. game plan seems to be working out pretty well. He's getting a major poke onto Rhapsody as an aggressive sending is used at the last second by Lizardo with the anomaly. Rhapsody's there, got the heal and the reinforcements as Kuba's got the level 3 advantage. Goes for a very aggressive dash into Lizardo. He picks up the armor though. Kuba has now bitten off more than he can chew. Has to jump down through the south side again. And Rebel's now in potentially a very troubling situation. Already found dead. Yeah, Apex are just looking to completely force away MST. I think if Cask was there, maybe they could have really forced him up properly. But Kubo, yeah, just went a little bit sour for him there at the last second.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Elsewhere on the map, we do see a couple of other teams having a little bit of a in-and-out fight here and now and again, but nothing too intensive so far. Might be 9 acres. Yo, what's up, Doucheland? Thanks to the bits, dude. Or where is it? Is it the donation of the yeah, it's bits. Yeah, thanks for that, bro. Fortunately, I do have a 1 minute delay, but just know that I did see that. MST looking to get the stick for free, unless the Zoda could stop it. Nope, even with the NOS switch turned on, it wasn't enough. There'd be a second attempt there by Apex, even with the armor advantage and level advantage, especially against Rebel. GPA, surprisingly, doesn't jump on the Sky Shock at the last second to screw over Rebel, so he's got another chance at potentially, you know, getting a vehicular manslaughter charge, as we do see the Sky Shots continuously circling against Apex. Well, Apex themselves also have one as well, trying to get the chase onto Rebel if possible. Manages to make it away, doesn't get disbanded from the Sky Shark. Whoa! Oh my god! Doucheland with the 1,000 bits! Jesus Christ, man! Man, I appreciate that, dude. Thanks for that, man. You're causing a bit too much of a distraction now for the tournament. Holy. You see BP as well making their way over to L3. They're getting a nice little spin in to start things off. The Abyssal Hatchling has now finally been dead at the last second. Yasop has to jump ship at the last second. Snow getting a nice little spin. A bit of Beyblade on Beyblade action with both the Nyx and Wukong respectively as Depression tries to get a bit of extra LMB poking with these dashes. He's finding the opportune moments to do it whenever possible. You're seeing the heal coming in from Sunchies at the last second. And the dunk onto a Yasop potentially getting caught out here. That is one nice little free picking. Sheesh. Thank you again, Doucheland, dude. Appreciate you, man.
Enemy Oracle online.
Yo, what's up, dude? What's up, Aggressive? Sheepa, Toomey, and Narun both, well, all three of them go their own separate ways, it looks like. Looks like I've also recruited a special guest as well, potentially, to join us. After game 1. So thankful for that. And unfortunately gets knocked back at the last second, or gets a knockback, shall I say, but I still think it's not enough. Abyssal is popped by Phantom, the spike grenade forces MTV to the right hand side. And now MWB are jumping ship completely. On the north side, we are seeing a bit of chaos unfurling as well. Backs come out for MST at the last second, so that's going to have negated that. KO are moving over to the left hand side now. They've had multiple engagements with various different teams. Now they've you know, found the Wrath of Whack potentially as the Kami Kamahaway and the Avalanche comes out. They're trying to get a pick onto Toomey if possible. The shield is broken as well now and did make it out at the last second. As Minata gets a kill onto Hachi, we do see that Abyssal Breaker as well being popped by Smold, doing a mega massive amount of damage. I think there's going to be a bit of circling, a bit of dancing as the shield is broken again. Barely had enough time to get the recharge. Small just temporarily knocks away one. Now it's going to be a potential dedicated 3v2 it looks like, because the damage keeps coming out. Sheepa doing a major amount of damage actually in this Mercury matchup onto a Nairon. Sheepa is likely to be dead shortly afterwards. A couple of kills have been picked up. There's a nice little potential double kidnap happening by Sheepa. Unfortunately getting scuffed out again. Sheesh.
Storm tightening.
Just having a quick zoom out on the map and seeing what's going on. We've got Shrapnel Sword as well in 50 seconds. And Hyper Haste as well. On the bottom right hand side we do see BP to get a bit of late farming at the last second, but they should be good in this scenario. L3 also in a similar situation, only picked up that 1 kill that we did see onto L3 not too long ago. Shy back as a full 3-man, they picked up 2 kills themselves. Apex are slowly wandering over. They still have the armor advantage, which makes things hopefully, or potentially easier, should I say. They are going their own separate ways, though, it seems.
Seeking. Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
On the bottom hand side, we do see Suno taking nice Sheeper, so nice little free pickings, and Tom is there to try and get the chase if possible. I think he's cold on the scent. He's going over to the left-hand side, it seems. Maybe walking or wandering over towards WAF and NWB respectively. They're trying to get the last, couple of mobs in the desert farmed up. Skyshock just has enough fuel for him to do a kind of rotation back afterwards, as McCann actually finds a pick onto Suncheese. Okamogun actually gets the soul and a little bit of damage as well on top. In this scenario against KT, they've gone their own separate ways. Yasuo finds a kill onto Snows. Hachi also takes down Lizardo at the same time. So have a quick flick over and see how that one's progressing. GPA is getting a nice little bit of momentum from the B-Hops to jump ship completely, as Rhapsody is probably going to be left to the Wolves. There goes the Viridian Fury, getting a decent amount of damage onto Yasuo's old main there. Looking at Myth as Rhapsody rapidly forced to the Abyss. Tom actually finds Sheeper at the same time. To the north side and see what's going on there. Looking at Heart, Keeper.
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
He goes go before trying to get the poke in if possible onto Minato, pops the wall as well, but unfortunately it's not enough. Minato does get the Reap in at the last second, which causes the shooting finale to be used. There goes the Abyssal Breaker as well, but I don't think it's going to be enough, provide enough survivability, because Kazaro's actually gone back onto his kind of OG main there, back on the KP, instead of the Shrike or otherwise, or Saros or anything like that. Getting a decent amount of damage. Absolutely getting dunkage onto Sheeper. We are just looking at Naira and Last Alive, 4-3 KO. Good for it. Just get the spike at the last second. 3 KO are out in last place, unfortunately. Flicking over to Apex. They're being forced out by MST. Managed to survive with a slither of HP, GPA in this scenario. They try and get the snipe with the mortar, it's not enough. Should actually get some mega damage and mega kills onto a BP in this scenario, as we are looking at just potentially, well, 2 members left. I think they're somewhere in the Abyss or somewhere else. Yep, gone for the wide flank around to survive, which is successfully done. Tom getting the kill onto Sprokin. There might be some free pickings from PRL to keep continuing their ascent, hopefully, or a climb. Hachi has to pop the ulti up to the north side. Hopefully he doesn't find another team, because if he keeps going up there, things could be potentially troublesome, as Dictor does get the healing up at the last second. I think he's waiting for the train and surprised he's going to be left alone. So he's just looking for the hunt, gets the root at the last second. There goes the punch. It doesn't get a connection. There's a nice little dash at the last second. It's not going to be enough. Shy are out in 11th place, and now we're looking at L3. You're looking at a two-way laser coming out. Suncheese tries to last as long as possible, gets a nice little LMB knockaway on himself. Capitalizing on that momentum. Looking over to the left-hand side. Looks like this can be a safe escape, as NWB are being kind of potentially bullied by MTV for the moment. As Sinnoh just get another pick, this time onto Depression. Suncheese now maybe being caught out by PRL. Big snowball for PRL in this last 1 minute or two, with the armor upgrades as well. And kills. This is a really nice placement game for them to get quals, for sure. Really good way to start things off, as the wings already popped along with the ulti by Revel onto Minato. He's managed to sustain the majority of the damage that would have came his way, as the dunk slug wave comes in by Tom, getting a decent amount of damage. Sinnoh's there with the reinforcements, gets the root at the last second onto Minato. A couple more LMBs, and the dunk will seal the deal onto Godefroy. And now they've averted the rise onto MST, continuing on the pressure. So they're trying to get a bit of magic off there with the Battle Gummers, unsuccessful. Rhapsody also taking down Trevor at the same time, as we do see, I think, GPA trying to force off the Oath Phantom in this scenario. Just get the nice little knockaway, which provided just enough time for MTV to come back as a full 3-man. Lizardo does get the back as well, pops the Summon Napalm, but it's not enough. They try and get the Vortex Charm, but it's not enough. We do see BP just above them to the top right side. Whoa, again! Doucheland! Oh my god! Oh, Jesus! Thanks, man! I was not expecting that one, dude. It's NWV go for the aggressive sender. They try and carry this on. Sorry, that sequence is so long, dude. I didn't get a chance to look at my chat at all. TSD do get out of the midst of the chaos. 9th place. Oh my god. Thanks again, Doucheland, dude. Oh my god. Appreciate it, man. We are looking at Red G8 spawning in around 2 seconds as well. We've got a red drop kind of in the center of the circle.
Has landed.
We do see a WAF looking to get some backs, maybe some buys in at the last second. KT maybe have first dibs on the red drop. Let's see what they pick it up. Hopefully it's something good. Red J is potentially going to MST unless it gets contested heavily. It looks like they are dancing around it. The nuke's been dropped to try and get the steal if possible. Tom is lingering around trying to get the last hit if possible. I think it did end up with MST taking it. And, they are going to get the Red J. I think Rebel picks it up maybe unless he goes for a SOSS. There we go. And Tom is looking for the hook or something along those lines with the amphibian pit. Gets the dunk down for an extra bit of damage if possible. Getting so much damage with the follow-up. Super aggressive plays in. Flawed getting absolutely caught up by KT. Super duper nice play from like kind of KT third. They wander down on the south side. We do see Orb of Revival also up for grabs as well. That's going to be dropping down from the sky in not too long. You see a bit of squid magic happening as well from Phantom, getting the rotation in for the mobs. And there goes the rest pop TRL. Looking at Kazmo taking down Revel. Yasop kills Kuba at the same time. Oh my god. A little bit of self-pinballing happening there. Kaz gets knocked away at the last second as well. He's picked up a crowd. 1 minute 20. He's being aggressively chased by NTV. And he tries to pop the battle gun, and it's not enough. MST are unfortunately outed 8th place.
Enemies have captured a soul.
He tried to go for the follow-in, and Visibreak has popped with the kind of jump over the battle gun at the last second. There's a little bit of a Congo line happening there. One member did make it and the other didn't. The nuke's already been dropped onto the bonfire. MTV tried to take it, now being forced out though in this scenario by BP. There goes a nice little reap to start things off, and the LMBs keep coming out. Dowser is found dead, unfortunately. There's you're seeing KT trying to apply a little bit of pressure onto MTV. They're getting absolutely sandwiched. The deluxe sandwich, it feels like. Trevor gets a nice little dag up to the top right side, but it's likely to be dead very shortly by BP. Another bit of capitalization happening here with this positioning. We do see a nice little skirting down from the south side. Phantom has found a little pocket of space, but he's going to have to rotate potentially underneath PRL again. If he waits too long, you might pay the price for it, but PRL pick up another kill, this time onto Charlie Lee.
An enemy has slain the lava baron.
And I think I just saw the tail end. I think it was Apex who took that one. Well, Rhapsody's got the glow. I'm not sure what's going on there. That was the dice to the one. Was that train death or what was that? Left back as a full 3-man. They got the train res off successfully. They're able to get the heals off with the double heal comp, negating all of that zone damage they once took. You're seeing a bit of red on red violence as PRO looks to encroach upon MTV and KT with a massive battlegun play to start this off with the Abyssal Breaker follow-up. Flawed going absolutely crazy with the Beyblade spinner as well to kind of continue things. Crocus getting absolutely chunked by the Slug Wave. KT now just left with 2 members. The hook unfortunately misses by Tom Kick, but the root connects by Synod, trying to get an extra bit of damage in. They do get the kill right at the last second. Synod looking for the aggressive follow-up onto Mystic this time. Gets a nice little bit of a punch and the ulti follow-up. And he dashes to the left-hand side, which provides an ample opportunity for him to escape as Flawed has to dash up away from the train as well. We do see NWB just above Mystic as well. Hopefully he can escape in this scenario as Numu tries to apply pressure. Makes his way out at the last second. There goes the wide rotation from MTV. I'm wondering if they can, looking for a box res or something along those lines or something else. There goes the Cram pickup. Okay. Should have looked at that one. That would have made sense. You see WAF jumping over to the right side as well. Yasop trying to get a bit of damage in along with their Dixter as well. The dunk is also dropped. Phantom is found dead. Oh my god, Doucheland. My god, you legend, dude. I appreciate you, man, for this continued bit support, dude. Coming out of nowhere. Pleasant surprise, though, nonetheless. We do see Even more chaos there, unraveling though, this time between Apex and Waff, this time Smold. Oh, they get the kill onto Chronoxius at the last second, and another spike actually, in fact. The Zotto has to try and last as long as possible. Yo, GPA was a little bit late to the gun there with the second win. And amidst the chaos, MTV get outed in the blink of an eye in that very kind of short sequence. Super duper unfortunate stuff. Oh, another kill there. Tom actually finding Numa. I'm not sure if that was a nuke kill. Is there hook happens at the last second? Biblux actually gets the kill to Tom. And Synod is in a little bit of a troubling situation here. And I think a res attempt is going to be stuck by potentially flawed. I think Synod was considering jumping on the train but couldn't do that because it's way too low HP and the zone is probably doing way too much damage now with it being endgame for sure. The zone is putting down to the bottom right hand side. 5 teams left. DP looking to force that Waff potentially. Sorry, yeah, it is Waff in this scenario. Apex shooting on the top left hand side. Let's have a quick look at the kill counts. Apex have 5 so far. Waff with only 3. NWB with 7 in so far. BP with 5. Oh, a nice little spike. A nice little free pickings for Apex as Chronoxius is the last member for Waff. Luke tries a bit of magic with the hook, but unfortunately just misses it by the skin of his teeth, and the bubble's already insta-popped. There goes the ulti pop to kind of force Wayne away. And Luca, yeah, it's going to be five teams that make it through in Group B. So no, just picked up Crown there amidst the chaos, trying to get the stick. Only 45 seconds roughly. There's no one dies to the train at the last second. BP actually accruing even more kills. They've got the armors now to help reinforce things a bit further. Numa also kills Chronoxius as well, so we are just now left with 3 teams. Flawed trying to delay and buy as much time as possible. They've already got a nice little EMP nade from Flawed onto Yasup. Oh, there goes a nice little kick to start things off, potentially catching out Flawed. Just dash through the trees at the last second. It's only 10 seconds for Synod. It's unlikely he's going to be sent on by NWB, even though they actually try a bit of a griefing with the pad play and the Rain of Arrows. Synod's bought himself just enough time unscathed, pretty much manages to circle around. Hopefully Tom can also escape as well from the wrath of BP. They had to use the squid to guarantee it, but they've actually successfully done the rotation around both teams. But now they also have to play for the zone again, which makes things a bit troublesome, as NWB have basically stolen, or BP sure have a stolen PRO spot. Hopefully they've got a bit of econ. We are seeing the armor repairs and pickups coming out, so PRL looking relatively healthy again in terms of levels and armors. NWB have to, trying to not get sandwiched here as Tom tries to go for the send-in. Unfortunately unsuccessful. Vividrix also doesn't get the hook in as a massive double man roar there, destroys 2 armors in rapid succession for NWB. Is the Furious Fury has to be popped by Numa to just temporarily force away BP. And maybe on this next interaction they can catch someone, but the Roots has caused a bit of an opening in the field for NWB as a massive chain CC combo comes out against Bibibluks, taking a bunch of extra damage, but they've managed to reunite on the E-plat, which will run out in not too long, so they have to even go for a pad play. I'm wondering which direction they want to take those. Bibibluks tries to get a bit of armor repairs at the last second. The pad is still available if they can actually get on top of it. There goes the next double E-plats. They've used a double econ, bit of a miscom again. They've used even more econ that they may have wanted to save. I guess they've got this kind of island now, which makes things potentially a bit easier. Oh no, Tom! Oh no! I kind of saw the vision potentially, and then I also saw how it could also go south, and it went south. So PRL in a very sticky situation now. They don't have enough money for a crown. They have zone favoring them. The crown is also on the right side of BP, but I don't think they're going to try any sort of crazy mission to try and get the crown and get out of that one, because there is just going to be way too much pressure from every direction. Did you see the Robber Raccoon come in as well at the last second? So there's going to be an extra bit of a boon for NWB. I'm assuming, yeah, they'd have econ for armor repair, so BP are probably going to be struggling potentially in this scenario. Flawed, unfortunately, just narrowly misses the roar, getting no value. You see Flawed probably trying to go for the crown pickup, go macho mode. Maybe he can survive long enough, but does get killed. Insta-give basically by NWB. We are looking at Synod last alive now. picked up no money, but picked up an actual crown, so that made things his life potentially easier. He's got the air blaster, could potentially go for a flawed res, but that's not happening anymore. There was maybe a minuscule window if he timed everything perfectly, but I think NWB would honestly, they would have saw it coming. You see the nuke being dropped by NWB onto BP. So now go with the E. Oh, maybe mistimed it. Oh, Victor survived with 1 HP. Can't even get the spike. Oh, it's so unfortunate for Synod. I saw the vision, but I don't think he's going to be able to capitalize on that vision as pressure's being applied in every direction. And it looks like VP, unfortunately lose one member very, very quickly afterwards. The Chilling Polani gets a nice little 2-to-3 man hit. The Avalanches also dropped as well, but aren't getting too much value. Hopefully no one dies to the train. It's just McCann last alive for BP for Game 1 Group B, but NWB do seal the deal, ending the game off with 16 kills. Now I've got a bit of time again. Thanks again, Doucheland, for the continued support, bro. Love you, man. You're a legend. I had a feeling you'd be thinking this, Sonoid. I was thinking, how did he not get one shot to the nuke, bro? That's crazy work. That's so unfortunate, bro. Yo. Yo, what's up, dude?
Yeah, what's up, Sim?
Yeah, decent,
Hello,
man.
chat.
I got some reinforcements, guys. We've got Tredsy joining us to cast or help co-cast these last 3 games for Group B. How you doing, man? Friday, man. It's good.
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
How
Man.
are you?
Decent. I'm encountering a bit of strain, but I'm trying to work through it.
I'm here for support,
Thanks, man.
morally and physically. Do you have any predictions after game 1?
Predictions, what, for Group B, you mean?
Yeah, who's qualifying? What 5?
Well, I assume Shy should, right, in this scenario? What do you reckon?
Maybe. I mean, I'll go first. I'm doubling up on the French. I'm going WAF and NWB. So like
Okay.
Numa and Shichi.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is Shichi not playing on WAF?
I guess not for this. Not in this formation, at least.
I'm still going WAF, I believe.
Okay, yeah, I can get
So
behind that.
double French.
Okay.
MST for sure.
Yeah.
Then probably. Oh, so I'm at 3. Wait, now I need to think. Yeah, probably Shy, and then either Tom Kick and the boys, or maybe L3. I kind of believe in them too. So that's like it's 6, but 2 of them's a toss up, right?
Yeah, exactly. I
think
think
TSD
you're pretty
could do
accurate
well
with
as
this.
well.
I think Pierrot did pretty good for this game, though. So, all things considered.
Until Tom Kick got spiked.
We don't talk about that. I don't know what he was. I know, like I say in the cast, I could kind of see it a little bit, but then.
Yeah, that was an amateur move from Tom.
Just calling it out is fair enough. Oh man, how's your week been then, dude?
Okay, I had work today, and then I played Quals, Team Milkers.
Yeah.
We kind of wanted to go to lowers for more practice, but we qualified, so it's a gift of the curse.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I did. I was witnessing it. There was some sticky situations that you guys made out of, and then you made it by like what 3 or 4 points, right, or something, or?
Yeah, I think it was 4 points, but
Yeah.
I think 4 more games, so we could just get some more because we haven't scrimmed or anything, right? We've never played together, and I play a lot of arenas. I don't play that much BR. I didn't even qualify in the last tournament, right? Like, and then Penn I mean, supposedly he plays. Rumors. I think that there might be an impersonator, possibly.
Just maybe,
But-
just a couple.
Yeah,
Just
but
a couple.
he hasn't played either.
Fair. I mean, he still looks, pretty dapper on all the characters he's playing. At least I don't feel like he's like super rusty, you know.
I mean, here's on Nyx. I think the first couple of games he was definitely learning
Yeah.
a bit more, like his limits, and then after that, he found his rhythm.
Yeah. Makes sense. I'm just gonna meet up in Discord for a sec, bro.
Not all deaths are
Just on mute.
endings.
Just need to talk to chat for a bit.
Roosh.
Select your
Alright,
hunter.
guys. Thanks for the support again, Dushlin. Sorry, I just had to make sure that everyone's clued up that Tredsy's joining us.
The hunt
He's one of
sets us free.
the shining beacons of the EU community. He's done a lot of organization for, of course, the Discord, the initial Vive, Super Vive Discord for EU. It's primarily created by him and organized and managed by him. So, he's obviously a legend. He's been on various mega teams in the past. He's got a extremely long history with the game. I'm pretty sure everyone already knows Tredsy. I don't even know why I'm giving him an introduction, but if you didn't know, now you're clued up. And if I forgot to say hello to anyone, I'm sorry, but yeah, there's just so many things happening. So hello to everyone again. I drank a bit of tea and feel a bit revitalized. Thanks again, Doucheland, for another 10, dude. This is like the perfect time, I guess, before I unmute and get Tredsy back in. So thanks again for the 10, man. This support is insane, bro. Holy schmoly. I love you, Doucheland, dude. I don't know where it's coming from, but I'll take it. Yo, welcome back, dude. All right, let's get into it.
I'm down. Let's see what's cooking.
All right, so how are you feeling about the meta so far? How does it?
Abyssal
How's it
hatchlings
feel?
are spawning soon.
I despise this Nyx character.
She's a bit of something, right? A little bit of something.
I died in game 4 of first group because I had my what is that festering jawblade? I had it bound
Yeah.
to the wrong item, and Orlando's went on me, and I was spamming like mouse 5,
Oh no.
and it was on mouse 4, and then I died, and I was really sad.
Oh shit. I'm sharing screen. I thought the game would be a lot laggier. I swear they've done a little bit of optimization to the early game, because normally I feel like I'm getting like 30 FPS, but this feels at least a little bit smoother.
I think early game is good. Sometimes
Enemy
late game I
oracle
get
scared.
Yeah,
drop.
yeah, for sure. And what we obviously know that like Raw is like I would argue is like a obviously broken ability, but are there any other problematic ones like the spin? Is it the damage or is it the lifesteal, or like which specific parts do you think the devs could
I think-
look to address?
You need to be able to make her drop the wisp
Okay.
when she picks you up with a stun or something. There needs to be some counterplay.
Yeah, sure.
B, I think the amount of healing she has is fine if she does less damage, or she can keep her damage and have less healing. She can't have both.
Yeah, that's the kind of problematic.
Yeah.
Makes sense. With
The
ECS
hook
and
is also
Yeah.
either too fast or too big.
I think
It
might
can
too
only be
big.
one.
I feel like it's very forgiving, right? It's not like
Yeah.
KP hook. KP hook's a lot smaller, I feel like. Oh, he gets the hook at the last second. Oh, gets the
He's
hook
dead.
as well. That is a Thomas Kickington special.
Still 2v2.
Yep, they are
Enemy
looking for the res though.
oracle
Tom's going to have a dunk off cooldown very, very shortly. Yas is trying to guard up. They are back as a 4-3 man again. So Flawed is there just behind them.
The storm
We're
is
seeing a couple
closing.
of NMBs being exchanged as well. Shy looking to get this chase onto Tom, but it's going to be fine, I think, in this situation. Looking elsewhere on the map. I don't think there's too much action going on in the
Oh,
early game.
going for the res. What? Oh,
Yeah.
he gets it off.
Oh, but they are stuck in a very sticky predicament now as Flawed can maybe escape with the dash through at the last second. Yep, okay, but the
He got
slows are
shield
way
bash.
too crippling, and yep, they are
Yeah.
chunked. They donate a nice couple of kill points to Shy, I'm sure. That's a nice little sponsored segment there from PRL.
Nice couple of clown emotes coming out. Well played, boys.
It's mandatory, man. It's mandatory. We're looking at Codex as well. That's not been picked up by anyone, surprisingly. MST kind of in the center of the map, just chilling around looking for any final mobs. For Night on
I
the
think
Rise.
MST have done something smart here. I think Revel has given up on this Mercury character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems sometimes it can work with like cheesy or cheeky like mortar steals or things of that nature in the early game, but then mid late it's just a bit like you just got ulti and like healing, and it feels a bit empty afterwards, you know?
I think if you want to come first, if you want to win the tournament, it's the wrong character to pick.
Yeah, I can get behind this.
Maybe after bans you can, but I think before there's too many too many things that are better.
Yeah. Got you. What do you think about as well? Like, even in Group A, I felt like the metagame or like the aggression between teams was actually really slow compared to
Early
how
game
it's-
for sure.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just felt like it was way slower than normal. Like everyone was just perma ISO farming.
I think it's the need for gold is very high, so everyone wants to get their cat. Because if you fight another team,
Yeah.
let's break down this fight first, maybe.
Yeah, sure. We are looking at Rhapsody jumping up the sky shot with barely any fuel left. GPA trying to get a couple of LMBs. DPA trying to get the aggression chase onto Lizardo, but manages to skirt to it the last second in combustion state. Doesn't. Oh, never mind. I spoke a bit too soon.
Into the burn.
Unlockers. Looking back onto the fight again, sorry. GPA is trying to dance as long as possible. They are getting a decent amount of damage. BP have backed on each other now, back as a full 3-man. There's a nice little air blast that provides GPA with an extra bit of insurance, but Victor is looking for the chase up. Gets a nice little heal at the last second. Looks like there's going to be a bit of a major splittage just temporarily for Apex. Trying to get the res back as a full 3-man. Yeah, I don't think it will, but...
Oh, nice spike.
Last second, yeah.
Loads it down.
Let's have a quick look at Shy and see how they're doing as well. They've been chased a
Not
little
great.
bit. Skyshock picked up. Hope they can get away. Tom doesn't get the hook. Looks like it's going to be a clean escape potentially. They're going to reunite with each other, go up to the north side it looks like. Maybe get a bit of extra farm.
Everyone's going to chill out again now because everyone needs their camps and their
real.
Wow, look it in. This looks good for them. Should be a free kill.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Charlie Lee.
Come on.
You hit
Come on,
these.
Smold.
One more.
Easy.
Nice.
It's annoyed. Oh, I was wondering if he's going to go for some sort of crazy Mission Impossible-esque dash there, trying to pick up Tom Kick's Wisp midway, but that's not happening. We are looking at the Wisps. Sorry, the Wisps, the Souls in 40 seconds on Vane Grove. What are you saying, dude? Sorry.
Where is Ford? Oh, he's got the res off in Mage Rock.
Yeah.
They're full 3 up again. Yeah.
Easy. Not Shy. Getting a bit of poke onto MST. She's there lurking from the top side, trying to apply a bit of pressure from kind of multiple directions.
It's like when the camps are down, people are down to look a lot more. It's just this need for gold is very high, and it's very hard to kill someone early. Very, very hard. If you don't have the right characters, especially.
100%. Did you notice like any dramatic shifts in macro playstyles, at least in your group, in respect to different teams? Like, for example, I thought like 3LP, they got outed like super duper early in game 1, and then went super duper aggressive ham like from the second game onwards. It felt like. I don't know if you.
That's the 3LP special, though. I don't think that's different from their normal play.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I think a lot of people are living, right? A lot of people.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Into late game.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
late games get pretty busy. I think tomorrow will be even worse as well.
I imagine that to be the case. People are going to be fighting for territory as they always do. You see Yasa jumping down against the MTV, holding his own for the moment as Sprickin tries to get that ever-important poke in onto Trepper and the other members of MTV. He's been successful there. Goes a nice little chunky play by Hachi with that punch to start things off. You know, getting at least one kill there. Gets the ulti follow-up as well, followed by a couple more LMBs. Sprickin trying to seal the deal. The Squid unfortunately scuffs there at the last second. And it looks like Phantom is dead shortly afterwards. MTV with just one member left, Dowser, trying to take the wind tunnels for an escape.
I think Phantom has been baited by the Vane Grove log. It's not real. It's only half height.
Bro, it's always been half, what's it called, like half fight forever, bro. Like, it's the same with like a Felix ulti, you just get caught on it. It looks like you can jump over it because Felix is like mid-air, but nope. Unlucky. So a bit of a LMB exchange happening between NWV and L3 as well at the same time. The hook comes in with the connection onto Snow.
Bad for L3.
Oh, there goes the spin at the last second onto Bibi Lukes, but Crocus is there, slash KT jumping in, trying to force L3. It looks like they go to the left-hand side at the last second. GPA doing a little bit of dancing against L3, managed to make it out, making their presence known, it looks like. Apart from that, we are seeing a chase on Dowder at the last second by Shy. All 3 members trying to get the kill confirmed if possible. She's there with the punch. He unfortunately scuffs it again. I swear he's scuffed it like 6 times. It was like in this qualifying block, and he gets a little bit of portal cheese. Unfortunately found outed though, so Shy due to take out MTV last place.
I think teams like this L3 team there that just took like a fight against. Oh, let's see what's going on here first.
Sure. You're seeing MST looking a bit apply a bit of pressure onto Minato at the last second. Kazaro. There's a little bit of portal cheese, and Kaus goes with an aggressive send-in, actually pays his life for it. Minato getting that nice little kill at the last second. There's Koopa's there. is dancing between two members of TSD, taking a decent amount of damage, but actually did a decent amount of damage himself as Rebel. Tries to get a bit of poke onto Minato on super low HP. Maybe able to level the playing field. Not enough. We are just looking at Kuba, last life for MST, in a very, very troubling predicament now. The dash has already been used.
Bad dash.
Maybe there's just enough time. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, once he's used that...
No mana.
Yeah, it might come back just in time though, but we are seeing Minato coming from the left-hand side to try and confirm the kill, reduce the amount of angles that Kuba can find and escape from, and the successfully done it, taking down MST 11th place.
Not good for MST. They need 2 banger games now.
Yeah, the pressure's on now for sure. We're looking at Songbo dropping to the ground, as long with Air Soul as well on Vanegrove, so Vanegrove has definitely been concentrated with souls, it feels like, for this game. TSD looking to get a little bit of poke onto Snow to start things off. He gets a decently sized spinner, but not too much damage overall, all things considered. Depression sends it in with the Fusillade, not getting too much damage, and Godefroy sends his own flurry of LMBs in from the Fusillade, getting a decent amount of damage in.
For a little third party, they might come in.
Yeah, this is the thing. I think they're waiting for it, but they've not found an opportune moment to actually confirm that clean in. They've not, found enough information. It feels like they are being pressured from above. I think just why they're not going for anything. We see one kill already being picked up as well. L3 do jump ship completely. Sunchi's found dead just temporarily for the moment. There is a
this L3 team is looking for some really hard fights for them, like fights where teams are stronger. They did it earlier as well, I think. I wouldn't say they were completely behind, but they definitely weren't ahead of the teams they're looking at. And I think it's a bit of a mistake to full commit on these people.
Yeah. They're just kind of like seeing an enemy and just full sending instead of making a more calculated decision, like, let's assess our econ and strengths. Or even just like picks, because sometimes you can go for like a pick-based...
Oh, nice spy.
Yeah, KT already lost one member. They're going for the train res, it looks like. It is Night 3. They will take a decent amount of damage, but it's not going to be life-ending as TSD look to, kind of zone them out potentially. Kazmo
over to the left-hand side.
Yep, Hazara's there with the reinforcements elsewhere on the map. We don't see any other action, surprisingly, potentially another fight here. Well, kind of a lingering one that's going to be around to potentially KT, though. Maybe getting sandwiched out by NWB. There goes the Arcane Railgun, not getting the connection. Mystic has to pop the ulti up to the north side. You see Numa also trying to get a bit of damage onto Crocus' shield if possible. Oh, unfortunately, the Squid did miss. But NWB are now, stuck with not much space to play on as TSD. They tried the hook. Kazara is unsuccessful with it, though. Godefroy, I think, is probably going to stop in his tracks here. They probably saw some audio cues from the top left-hand side. PRL already lost one member. Synoid in this instance. Shy are capitalizing on a fair amount of kills. 9 so far. Really, really good stuff.
Decently strong. I think PRL has just never recovered from that early fight they lost.
Yeah, 100%.
They're still super behind. I don't think Tom's getting away from this Saros on the back of the car either.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's absolutely looking for a miracle. Maybe that fan may have saved him, brought just enough time, unless Shy just wants to keep chasing this one. They're going for the backs though at the last second. We are seeing a Cobras from PRL there, going to be back as a 3-man, level 11, Econ not looking too strong, but they don't really need to buy too much. Maybe just get some armors if possible somehow. We are looking at Dragon Breath rounds in around 30 seconds, as Shy and TSD have a little mini face-off. The red drop is going to be picked up by TSD as well, so let's see what they get. There's a Abyss Specialist on the ground, so maybe Kazara can capitalize off that. We are looking at the Guardian also being farmed up by NWB, so that's a little bit of less XP for TSD to kind of farm up in their kind of the kind of mini territory that they've established. Kazara looking for the hook. Don't think he's going to be able to get it.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
I think with this zone as well, a lot of teams here are going to be starved of camps really bad. There's not a lot of camps going around.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty hard to find XP. Like going into night 4.
Ooh. And Hachi gets him the punch. He doesn't get the stun connection that he wanted, probably ideally, but Spoken has at least sealed the deal on one member. They've dash knocked away Biberlux as well, but he's still found dead mid-air. I know Numa's now last life for NWB. We are looking at potential chase up on the north side as well. Big engagement, it looks like. Tunipino has already popped. Tumi's there trying to provide the shield whenever possible. And he's kind of temporarily forced away Crocus, but the shield's finally broken now as Kazuma gets an extra bit of chip damage in onto 3KO. Shupa gets a nice little bit of Kamehameha away at the last second. Sunchi's also gets spiked at the last second by TSD. The Arcane Rogun is popped onto Nyrun. Tries to last as long as possible. Pops the wall to provide an extra bit of survivability. Mystic gets the ulti. Last alive now, but the Cobra is not too far away. It is nighttime though for 30 more seconds, so it's definitely going to be a bit of a risk. But I think all teams are preoccupied with themselves, it looks like. As we do see Synoid dead as well, as Minato tries to dance in the abyss against Apex, but they're looking to hunt Godefroy. Gets spiked at the last second, unfortunately. Minato now jump ship up to the north side. Crocus is there with the reinforcements at the last second. Or KT as they reunite as a full 3-man. And I think the fights have probably stopped for the moment. Looking at the left hand side, we do see 3KO with the res.
The lava baron will soon appear.
On the south side, we
Well, I
do
think
see
this WAF team looks pretty strong this game. Double golds.
yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this last bite item on Oath either. It's pretty
Warning.
weird.
Storm closing.
I feel like the raw health of Essence Reaper just must be better. You get more healing, your shield gets more health. I don't think you need the sustain that bad.
Yeah, and it's condition. It still has the conditional. Is it 40%, right? So
Yeah.
how much? You're extracting value in a very niche circumstance already. Like whereas with other characters, for example, like Nyx, you're typically dancing in and out of that 40% threshold quite often. So you get way more value from it, just in general.
It's
So it's
just
like,
also amplifying the healing variabilities, right? Our personal healing
they
is so
surely
high
has,
already.
Yeah. So manages to get the dash down to the bottom left hand side. Super low HP finds the win ring, but can't jump over. Unfortunately, Minato's there waiting there, but he's also last alive himself.
He's
Though.
over.
Yeah. Tries to get the back in.
This team trying to follow him.
Can he back? I think he's maybe screwed there, but of course, Iluna's the only kind of character who has that super duper long dash. Doesn't get the Arcane Railgun connect way in this scenario.
Is there a boss still?
Grenades. The root portion doesn't get the connection. There is a portal if he can maybe jump to it, but takes the wind tunnels instead. Goes over to the left hand side. Tries to go for the stick. I'm wondering
The lava
maybe.
baron has
Looks like he
arisen.
might go for it. And if NWB want to maybe contest this one, I'm not too sure. But BP are coming down now. We're looking at Nordhart on the ground as well. So the BP have potential free pickings in various different directions should they choose to go for it. Tom is back as well amidst the chaos. Bit of a squid play up to the north side.
Storm
Cobra is definitely out of the options now. Shiva is found dead for 3KO. We're looking at Tom taking down Kazuma at the last second as well. Mystic last alive for KT. Tom maybe looking to get a hook or LMB. Actually, Mystic gets the ulti over to the right side. Minato tries to get the follow-up if possible. This side against the full chase, it looks like, as we do see a bit of a, well, hello, hard, strong gatekeeping here. NWB have to jump down all the way over through the south side. Rhapsody finds a pick onto Numa.
Actually, 2 teams dead. There's been a lot of fighting in this game. I would have expected more.
I think over here, though, it's about to go really, really crazy. Last little route at last second actually takes down Bivalux. That's NWB down. I was about to say NWX for a second there. Why is I was thinking that? But we do see Smold on
Enemy
the bottom right
Oracle
side,
online.
chilling on the train tracks. And Chronoxus on the top side on the portal play.
This next zone's going to be really hard to play as well. There's not much space. A lot of people are going to die here.
It's all here. It's all going to be concentrated
The
here,
storm
like
is
on this tracks, I think. Or it could be left side in Abyss, depends. But
I mean, you got, what, 3 teams coming in here from out of zone?
yeah,
4
and
even?
And
The red
there's
team's
already
there
one
also.
gatekeeping in the bush, which Apex are probably about to find. I'm assuming. Surely they checked this.
There's a
Surely.
team behind them in another bush.
Yep. El Clasico. So they just pick up a crown there. 1 minute 20. Gets hit by the Vortex Charm, but it should be fine in this scenario.
Maybe the train to rotate in here is good for this trade team.
Oh my god. He's pulling a close one here. I think he might be able to escape potentially. Oh, it's
2B trying to ride the train.
let's have a quick look over. I think he might be successful here. Sinnoh did make it out as well at the last second. Timmy's been roared on because Zora gets a counter Rhapsody. We see another kill as well at the last second.
For his life.
Fighting Perma. No, he's finally caught tight. He's jumped off shift. It looks like Lord is found dead. So that is PRO outed.
Ooh,
And
gonna go
just shortly
down.
afterwards, 3 KO. So yeah, as you were mentioning, you know, all this team's absolutely getting chunked out because of the zone. WAF are in a bit of a sticky situation.
Shy going
About
in
to pop
from
the portal.
behind.
Aggression through TSD. Trying to get a bit of damage to, you know, break the way through the shields if possible. Fusel just also popped. Smold is there right at the last second for the reinforcements to take the portal back again before it kind of expires at the last second. We are seeing a little bit of a big split here between Apex, but Lizardo has made it out here. Or Smold in a very, very troubling situation as he's being hit from every direction. He's managed to find all the win rings to go through, which has found him, you know, a safe haven on the bottom left-hand side. It looks like we do see as well Chronoxus chilling in the bush. He's not been found either. There are no crown. Well, there's a crown bottom left, I guess, which is what he's going for. If he can do it in time, he has to dash back to the right side now, I guess. But L3 are probably looking for some free pickings here, but he's been spiked again, unfortunately, mid-dash. And unfortunately does die, so it's just Chronoxus last alive for WAF on the top right side. We do see Apex as well. They only got the E-plat and a pad. And maybe a bit of GPS healing. Can they jump over BP is the question. Looks like they've successfully done it. Well, at least GP has done it. Maybe he's considering to jump for the rest. Thinks he... Yeah, actually did do it at the last second. Pops the air blast as well to force off BP, but Mystic is also now trying to stick the res if possible. TSD are there, Trying to get an extra bit of damage
This
onto
has been
Mystic.
spotted out as Bush as well.
Yep, it's problematic.
Tutu's doing here.
Oh, it pops the ulti onto Godefroy. Can he get the kill? Resets? No, missed the LMB!
Oh no!
Oh!
Missed his auto.
No, dude! Oh, that's such a shame. Equinox, like you said, has been found out. Trying to fight for his life. Already popped the ulti. That's kind of his main kind of aspect of survivability. Maybe it's still got the air blast or primers. Still not enough. BP do take out WAF. 6th place. We're just left with 5 teams as another fight seems to be happening on the left-hand side. L3 looking to try and get an extra bit of damage in onto TSD if possible. TSD have kind of used a lot of cooldowns amidst this. BP have basically, free runnings. They're going to look for an aggressive jump in as Monato's found dead. Straight off the bat, GPA has finally had to jump ship himself. Hopefully, I think he can last against Godefroy as he tries to get a couple of LMBs, forcing away Godefroy. Shy just, getting any free pickings they would want to on that Saros. This feels like the old school Shy we used to see, when they kind of initially formed. TSD are outed as well. We're looking at 4 teams left. Man, let's have a quick look at the
One
kills
solo,
for these teams.
3
Yep.
trios.
Three kills
Yeah,
for L3.
They had a pretty rough game.
Yeah, BP
9, 8 on the Celeste.
Yeah, man, it's a mega
It's
one.
cooking.
14 for Shy. Who's missing one? I'm colorblind. There we go.
Enemy
Apex.
Oracle
Apex
online.
with 6. Okay.
Yeah, he's hiding out in his little bush.
It's running out of time, I think, when that next circle starts to close in. But if Shy and L3 are preoccupied with each other, you might find a little bit of a window to do something here. But it's actually pushing up towards its direction, which could be a bit problematic. The nuke is dropped. The punch doesn't get any connection from Hachi. BP are looking to kind of sandwich L3 in this scenario. Maybe Snow kind of realised this and kind of heads in first to kind of walk past them because the circle is in that direction. Gets a mega dunk onto Yasop. Pops the Chilling on it at the last second to try and extend his survivability, but still actually finds himself dead. Shy actually capitalizes on this pretty heavily, taking down at least 2 members. Actually gets a nice little ult to force away BP. Goes in for the punch, gets a nice little stun against the tree trunk at the last second onto Dicta, and there's a nice little spin on by McCann, followed by a couple of LMBs onto Yasser. On the top side, we do see a crown pick up Depression trying to last against GPA. This kind of 1v1. Can he get the crown? He's done a little bit of LMBs, but now Shy applying pressure onto GPA in the abyss. Hopefully he doesn't get spiked in this situation. He has found solid ground. Oh, and he gets the spike at the last second. Depression onto GPA. Apex are out in 4th
He
place.
got grounded by the Shiv R&B, the bonus.
Yeah. Bowlers did it. Oof.
Yeah.
Lockers can't do much in that situation. Depression and Snow, though, are in a very, very troubling situation. They've used basically everything they have in the chamber. 1 HP, and Shy pick up even more kills. They're having an absolute monstrous game this time. 18 kills so far, maybe even 20 if they do manage to take down BP. It's relatively even so far as the Abyss Breakers have been popped in both directions. There goes the Avalanche. Both teams have a decent amount of space, relatively even on armors. Yasop sends it in quite aggressively, actually, in fact. Before Shy even had the chance to pad. And maybe this pressure might have been enough as McCann is there with the reinforcements. The Chilling Fire Eyes also dropped. Nice little bit of knockaway coming in from both directions. Hachi, unfortunately, scuffing the ulti, not getting any value. He's already going to be super low on HP unless he gets a crazy spike to kind of reset himself. The other 2 members of Shy again absolutely pummeled by BP. Sprokin has managed to make it out with a slither of HP. Similar with Yasser, but I don't know how much longer that's going to last as Yasop just keeps sending in those LMBs, getting mega damage. Shy have somehow managed to reset amidst the chaos, popping the Abyss Breaker straight afterwards. Armors are looking low on all sides. In fact, BP are actually looking on the opposite overall. But Sprokin is actually managing to get mega damage in. McCann, 1 HP. They do get at least 1 kill. 2 kills now. Shy are probably going to be able to take this one with a couple more bits of damage onto Dicta. And I'm about to say... There we go. Shy do take this game, ending off with what? 14, 21 kills. Boom.
Bit of a messy last fight. Could
Yeah,
have been a lot cleaner from either side. I think they both could have won right there.
100%. It was looking really positive for the other team at the start of the fight, at least when Yasop
I think
sent it
that
in.
the Oath spent too long healing on the left. When Yasop went in with that dash the second time to keep pressuring,
Yeah,
his team kind of fully reset when they were up on health. Like, I think when they're that far ahead on HP, resetting and drinking like all 8 potions, the amount of time you're spending, like the other team is also 3-man sat on an Oath hill also eating pots, right? They should keep the pressure up like Yasop did, but they weren't on the same page.
yeah. You wanna just keep applying pressure basically in that situation. It's like the perfect thing to do. Like I was thinking like surely they keep applying pressure, and then when they reset, I was like, ooh. And even though Shy were actually like midway through the fight, they were super duper low, but it also felt like there was not like a targeted call to like just focus Spro or just focus Yasser. Like they were kind of a little bit split in their focus as well. Which,
Yeah, someone definitely needs to. If they called a target there and went together,
it was
they definitely
GG's.
would have picked up the kill.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that fight was definitely like BP's fight to lose.
Yeah, yeah.
Not Shy's fight to win. I think Shy could, like, going into it, it was fine, but after they got that initial damage and the really good trade, I think, you know,
I mean,
if they...
I felt at least at the start, I think they were up in armors maybe slightly overall, and they actually got the jump in terms of damage. Yasuo armors was already broken, and they couldn't get any more follow-up damage because the pad. They tried to drop the pad to jump over to them, but then they kind of scuffed the timing a bit. I don't know. They still came out.
Yeah,
on
after
top
that Celeste with the
exactly.
engage, after they put the pad down, I think BP was super ahead.
Yeah, exactly, and they probably need to rewatch that fight, I think, and they'll probably realize, we scuffed it.
Yeah,
it's an easy one to fix, I think.
Who do we think's top of the table right now? Shy, for sure.
Yeah,
after
Shy
that
had a
game.
monster game for sure. They're going to be either first or second, I think. What about the other teams? Apex were like fourth or something. Yeah, Tom Kick's team. Where are they? PRL. I can't remember how.
WAF did decent last game as well, right? They came like fourth.
Yeah.
Last game, and this game they came fifth, I think. So they've got to be in the realms of top 5. 100%. I would assume.
Yep.
Numa's team got a fair few kills this game, and they did well last game as well, right?
Yeah.
Shichi's in the lobby now. There we go.
Oh, there we go. That's they got the OG team back again. Right. Let's try and get things underway then for the next game. We're on game 3 now. I've got like a memory.
Yeah,
loss,
game 3.
Like. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
I think MST needs to ready up their game here if they want to consider qualifying.
Yeah, I'd love to get the scores like game 2 of quals, but it's a bit too much, a bit too intensive sort of thing,
Yeah, I just think it's not bad, but I like that it doesn't influence play sometimes, because if you see the scores and you see a good team that's on the verge and you've got a lot of points, you'll go out your way to try and make sure they don't reach finals, right?
Yeah. You can try and, amidst the randomized names and colors, you can probably suss out who's playing what and why because of their, just because of how they play, sort of thing. Like
comp and skins and stuff like that, right? Like, small tip, guys: change your skin every game.
Except the banned ones, guys. Please don't pick the banned ones.
Selector, the hunt sets us free.
Yeah, true. BP's also probably doing pretty well. I just read that in your chat. They're definitely up there too. I think Shy, WAF, and BP are definitely up there. I think Numa's team, whose tag is WSB or something.
Numa is. I can't remember anymore. I'll see it when I see it on the left hand side. I'll be able to know which one.
Yeah, I'll be able to tell as well. Because of the W, I think those guys are up there as well. I think they're all in the realms of top 4. 5th, I have no idea. Maybe Tom Kick's team. They had a good first game, but I'm not sure. Yeah,
I guess that seems. I think that's a pretty accurate representation of the standings so far. Even though we don't know the specific numbers, I think you're pretty on the money. Like I said, I think the 5th place is going to be probably the most contested one. There's probably going to be like a clear leader, as you mentioned, with Shy, and then the other teams that you mentioned, and then that 5th spot.
They had a pretty bad first game. I don't think they're ahead for sure, but I don't think it's by that big of a margin.
Yeah, for sure. If they have like another banger one like this, they can really set themselves ahead. So let's see if that is the case for game 3. We are looking at cross country for the Storm Shift. Dawn with the armors. We're seeing a kind of green on green dropping on each other on mana coils, WAF and MST respectively. They're actually rotating down to Entrine, it seems. We are looking at Shy as well, going for the Molten Fortress drop. Trying to get the soul of the hunt.
Might get double boss here.
Yeah, this is actually completely free, completely ISO it looks like on the top hand side. We do see 4 to 5 teams dropping on this top side. TSD to the left of them. NTV trying to get any bits of XP when possible. Same with L3A. Everyone's in the same sort of situation here. They might be kind of semi-griefing each other, it feels like, almost because of this. But Apex are looking to try and farm the armors for NWB. There we go. We've reclocked our memories, and NWB haven't found any armors just yet. Maybe someone's found a key and can go for the high roll in the vault to get the pickups. There goes Bibiblux with one pickup at the very least. Second pickup by Wayan. Hook misses by Bibiblux. And Apex look to just jump ship for that last little smidgen of XP, flicking over to TSD. We do see a potential fight here. Trepper, unfortunately getting caught out. 1 HP, just managed to escape at the last second. Dowser trying to get that poker whenever possible. Dodges the hook from Kaizara as well.
these early game fights against like range characters like Saros also feel really hard just because of the lack of healing. I think
Yeah.
it also makes it harder to fight early game for a lot of teams because like these guys here, like they just can't heal. They're just slowly. I mean, Trepper has run it down, no flame.
But they're just, I feel like, as you're mentioning, like Thouds is nearly about to take down and go for it amidst the chaos, even though they still got the Wisp kill, and it's only because like they're close to a KP. Of course, KP's gonna win in those types of instances, you know. Like,
I mean, look, they're all 1 HP here, and they just can't heal. Like early game, it's just so hard to play against, like, especially the Saros character with the amount of range he has. Like, if you get hit twice, you're just half HP because you're on white armor and really low base HP, and there's so many teams playing it that you just both shoot each other twice, and then the fight just feels pointless.
Yeah, and it lacks kind of any of the tacticality that you typically expect, you know, because it's just, oh, the fight's over before it began sort of thing, right? You just poked each other at max range. Oh, let's pop pots, go again, round 2, round 3. Whoever runs out of pots
And no one wants to come 12th, right? So you're not going to risk it to flip on each other.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you see some teams doing it, but that's just the nature of their things, right? With in terms of strategies, MST have pressure applied to them in a pretty significant manner. Sprokane trying to get that Pokemon when possible. Already used one portal to try and get a bit of an angle onto Revel, but was unsuccessful. Kuba gets a nice little spike grenade onto Sprokane. He has to instantly jump ship now. Cannot be close to Kuba's LMBs. Really see actually trying to get the soul at the last second. Just get it, but the hook disconnects. They get the
nice
dunk.
hook.
There's a breaker. Oh, Sprokane is found dead instantly. Napalm was also dropped instantly by Kuba, not getting any value onto Yasa as he tries to jump ship. Could probably make it out of it here unless he gets spiked. Pops a nice little shield bash to extend his duration distance from MST.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
Pretty good from MST. They won that fight from behind. Like Hachi's level 8, the other two at level 7.
Yeah. Got the rest back up. They're pretty chill. 3KO going down to the south side. They might meet up potentially with BP. Must going with the aggressive dash. Doesn't do too much though, unfortunately. I don't think he got the. I didn't think he had the shift level 4 at 6 either. Maybe he's doing something different.
Going up.
Poke
good
by
ball.
Shichi. Yeah, this is clean, and Small's there with the reinforcement straight away. Phantom's there waiting with open arms. The coming hardware is used onto Suncheese. Depression is last alive. Has to do the wide circle around. Hopefully can find a res if possible. But Shichi, we know his mannerisms. He's likely to just chase this one to the end of the earth. Solo lone warrior. Really see it on the minimap.
No, I respect it. That's +1 pointer at that. Oh, nice
Exactly.
hook.
Oh, that's a super duper clean surgical put onto Sheepa. Basically, nothing else was needed there. It was like a 3KO jump ship completely. We do see dainty mobs available for all the teams. As you mentioned before, they're going to be likely farming that one up. Phantom level 4, bro. MTV are absolutely struggling this game with XP. Hopefully, they can do something here, but it's looking a bit troublesome.
Like these fights as well here between these teams, I think these are really bad. Not now because his teammate has just left him, and this guy is for sure dead.
No man.
But
Yeah,
when you're fighting each other for nothing, like over grey armors, like this guy's poor. He doesn't have gold, right? I mean, he is a free point, but just when you 3v3 grind into each other when you're so behind, even if you win the fight, you're not getting very much.
Yeah, you're just fighting for the scraps, right? Because they themselves didn't farm up much to reap the benefit. You don't farming up off their boxes that much, really. Like, just the leftovers. And it's just one of those things, I guess, with with every single game, if the balance is a bit skew-with, for example, with Saros, then the whole meta just gets affected by it perma. There's a nice little spike at the last second by Apex. Really clean pickup. And WB are looking to encroach upon Apex now on this train tracks. They managed to maintain the armors amidst, the early game. We're rapidly approaching the mid game now as WAF maybe look to go for a wide circle around, maybe with the pad, or for the wide glider rotate around, or they've got the portal, of course, as well as Shichi if they need to do that. On the train tracks again, we're looking at Wayne actually taking down Minato.
Laying down.
I think squads will make it a lot easier to be aggressive as well. Having that extra member to send with might make Saros a bit. I mean, he's still going to be good because he can get the poke to kind of set your team up. I don't think he'll be bad by any means, but I think just having that extra man to go in, extra bit of health, if you're a team that wants to play pretty aggressive, will definitely help.
Yeah, exactly. We are seeing the avalanche dropped by a Crocus at the last second to try and guarantee a bit of space. I think they've successfully bought themselves maybe just enough, but Shichi still continues on with the chase. There goes Small with the Abyssal Breaker, but Mystic has basically dodged the majority, if not all of that damage coming through. Shitty tries to get an extra bit of LMB poke, as well as the Mortar from Connoxious, but nothing's really connecting from WAF's side at the moment there. Right at the last second, Shitty just get the Arcane Rogan onto Kazuma, doing a decent amount of damage, but there are ample Sky Shocks available to be picked up by KT. They can go for a super duper wide rotate. They're going to be fine.
Everyone on the right side of this zone.
Absolute
Holy.
chaos. As Phantom potentially getting caught out here. He's met with the warm embrace of death by WAF. MTB now jumped down to the south side, it looks like, and just below that we see another fight happening. MST and 3KO in this scenario. Nyron, when he popped the spin at the last second, Kuba getting a decent amount of damage potentially onto Nyron at the last second. He has to jump ship himself. We're also looking at Rebel as well, super low. Already popped the slug wave as Sheepa pops the ulti. Not getting too much value, unfortunately, even with the height difference on the mountain, of course, providing that coverage. 3KO do rapidly heal up there with the cocktail. You see a nice little Reaper at the last second. Rebel temporarily caught out positions. Tom Kick comes in from the right hand side, along with the rest of his team, trying to get the kill onto Cooper. If possible, can they seal the deal? Hachi, we do see on the kill big getting a Kazimo, Tom finding Rebel, Rhapsody finding Kizaru. Oh my god.
MST really can't afford to die here.
Abyssal hatchlings.
Yep.
They need good games. They really need good games.
Let's see if it happens. Hopefully they can reset here as Godefroy with the crown, unfortunately, doesn't have enough chance at surviving here. You're looking at Minato, last life for TSD, has found maybe a slither of space to just stay safe here, unless MTV or NWB kind of avert their gaze. But, oh, Minato actually went out the bush at the last second. I'm not sure if... I'm surprised NWB didn't see that and just went, yo, he's got the spotlight on him, let's just chase him. But that's just how things go. Now, it's like, again, it's like round 4 or 5. Tom Kick found dead right at the last second. Synod was looking to try and stick the Wisp, but unfortunately doesn't have Air Blast to try and at least pick up the Wisp with the Air Blast with the dash combination, something along those lines. He has to dash now to the left-hand side, Flawed going up to the north side through the wind tunnels. You're looking at Night Stalker and Devastation in around 20 seconds. Defects and Whack in this situation. Mystic doing already getting the kill onto Synod. It's just Lord last alive now as Wayne gets a kill onto Phantom. Rebel finding Sheeper at the last time, at the last second. Let's have a feet down then as these guys continue to poke each other. Doesn't look like a full fight will start. Ooh, just
Third
narrowly
party
misses.
coming in.
Yep, go to Froy. I think he's going to do something here. Arcane Railgun does get the connection. The dunk doesn't get the connection. Kazara just manages to escape and do the back as a full 3-man now as well for the backs.
Not sure if he had level 4 slam there or not.
Oh, that could have
I
been
think
that.
if he did, he would have killed him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's always like that with the for example level 7 and 10. You know, any of the breakpoints, right? It's
yeah.
The 10 breakpoint can be really influential, of course. We are seeing the ultis being popped though. Apex are managing to hold their ground for the moment, but the Zarda's now being poked from the south side. Dowser is trying to desperately get the crown off if possible onto the Zarda, but unfortunately it's unsuccessful. It is Chronoxus with the Steel Rebel, also killing Crocus at the same time. We've seen Godefroy taking out Sinoid. Dowser, maybe a bit of more they can chew here. Probably had to jump ship a little bit earlier than he actually did. Trepper, narrowly avoids getting hit by the Mortar. Still found dead though by WAF. And the MTB are out
First
in last
team
place.
dead with the amount of fighting in this game, by the way.
Yeah, this is... Bro, it was like that last game too, right? Similar.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. Let's see, looking to try and get
Maybe
that
our
final
second
kill.
team's going down here.
Ooh, just manages to escape at the last second. Let's have a look on the top right side and see what's going on here. 3KO are unfortunately outed as well. 11th place. GPA finding a kill onto Smold. And it looks like they're continuing on the pressure. Shichi not getting hit by the Arcane Railgun. The Viridus Fury getting at least one shot. Could have maybe been 2 if he was a little bit closer, Rhapsody. But BP are also outed shortly afterwards. 10th place in this scenario. We are seeing a bit of a Bing chilling from L3 on the top side as well. And WB have managed to maintain armor still, as we are in night 3. Maybe about to...
MST can't afford to be played from behind here.
Yeah, they
This
can't.
is not good for them.
Maybe they'll hear you if you keep reiterating it. As we're in they have 5 kills. The Rebel, no armor as well. I'm wondering, he's actually picking up the money at the last second, so he's getting his harvest. And Tom Kick gets hooked at the last second, hopefully gets the dunk down. Oh, Yorel are outed in 9th place. And, yeah, what do you think MST can do in this situation though, dude? It's so sticky, it feels like, for them.
I think they're just going to probably chill and get the box, and then they just need to look for a third party or a little pick off on one guy. Just one guy. The 3v3s right now, I mean, I think they're good players, right? Probably some of the better ones of the lobby. But when people have more stats than you, it's always going to be a bit hard.
Yep.
Well, just look for a hook. Like, they have characters to get picked. So just like this. Slam. Following up on it.
They're a little bit split here. Kuba couldn't really
Yeah.
capitalize on that damage from the Rebel's dunk and slug wave. So they continue
They're
to
still
go for the
looking in.
send-in. Yeah, this is...
have captured a
I'm pretty
meteor.
sure.
Like that right there, I would say is a good attempt. You know, like they went for the hook, they don't get it, but playing like that, maybe they find something else. You know, just one guy, get an armor on someone, some gold, just come back slowly. Or you find a third party and come back really fast, but they're like your only choices.
Yeah, you have to take the kind of small, concentrated, focus steps, like you were mentioning. Focus fire on one target, get it absolutely insta-gib, so you can at least get the rewards from the box. But,
Yeah.
If that doesn't happen, then yeah, like I said, it's got to be a full 3-man. As we do see Godefroy, when he popped the dagger back, the Chonka may have
bad.
scuffed him here. Oh, the bowlers was crazy at the last second. But I don't think they can capitalize too much more here as Kazara tries to hook. Unsuccessful. Minato trying to get a little bit of poking with the curvature. Unsuccessful as well. Apex scope to the north side. Maybe they can skirt around. We do see Chronoxus last alive as well. He does have 4k, so he's able to pick up or buy a crown. There is a shop kind of centrally located in that next circle. There's 2 crowns as well just below it, so he can maybe go for a long excursion if he wants to keep the money in his pocket. MST on the south side, still with 5 kills. Managed to maintain most of the armors. They may be looking to have a round 2 with NWV as Numa has Dragon Breath rounds in his possession. It's going to be a potentially bad fight if they stay too long and lose all the armors again for another exchange. Shy take down 2 more kills, maybe one last member. It looks like Suncheese pops the chilling finale, actually gets a nice little punch in. Suncheese tries to survive as long as possible, but Shy take him out. I feel like they've been chilling on the top left hand side and they've already picked up 9 kills.
That's for sure qualifying.
Yep.
I think this was guaranteed at this point.
For sure. Oh, Chaos actually finds a counter-way in, so as you're mentioning, this is like, well, that one incremental kill that they kind of needed in this situation, but they've got to be careful, because Shy are coming down from the north side. Abyssal Breaker is popped against Kuba. He's trying to provide himself with a little bit of, defensive measures with those NMBs. Chaos on 1 HP, taking the win ring down to the south side. He's finding himself, I think, just enough time as Biblux does take down Revel. MST are now, unfortunately, 2-man. They may see Mystic, maybe, if they see some audio cues, and that might provide them with an opportunity to get like at least 1 kill reset, but yeah, it's looking a bit dire. Oh my god, TSD absolutely
Nice
demolishing Apex there. Apex out in 7th place. We're seeing a boxer's attempt as well from Chronoxus, so the slow game paid off there. Actually getting the boxers off.
Shichi on Saros.
That's just the flavour of the month, right? That's just how it goes.
He's definitely one of the. I don't think his Ghost character's bad right now. I mean, I'm playing it too, right? I think it's.
I mean, Ghost has always been. I feel like he's always been strong for such a long time. Yeah. He's never a bad.
I feel like he's never the best, but he's definitely never the worst.
Yeah. If you want good, stable, consistent damage, you maybe to get a cheese spike from the fast LMBs, like catches someone off guard, or Arcane Railgun. If you get the resets, like, it can be really good. I don't know.
I mean, one good nade can always turn a fight.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing, right? Especially if your team can follow it up as well, like that you can maybe catch like 2 in an insta-gib. We do see a big level disparity now between WAF, of course, with them just having that box res. They're able to just farm up every single boss known to man, but Shire there, and they've dropping the nuke potentially. They may be able to capitalize on.
Also lurking behind this corner. Oh,
catch out.
Oh, here.
I'm not really sure if they can survive this one. TSD have to navigate this one very, very delicately, but Hachi gets the monumental punch. Minato already found dead shortly afterwards. Kazari also dead. Godefroy on half HP, last alive. Bonus doesn't get the connection. Sprokane is absolutely sending in those RMBs, hitting that damage whenever possible. The zone is also closing in as well, which is probably going to finish him off. TSD are unfortunately caught out by that sandwich. 6th place. We are seeing WAF with the super duper rapid rotation after they picked up maybe a couple of goodies, a little bit of XP as well. We do see Chronoxus now level 12 on the south side. MST came back as a full 3-man. They somehow pulled it through with 6 kills so far. Mystic last alive, only 67 gold. There's no crown yet that spawned on the new circle, so there might be a bit of a game plan to just wait for that one, and hopefully that's like the angle out here, because otherwise it's looking pretty dire. Try being slowly gatekept by NWB. They are up in their armors significantly, so if they want to take the fight, they could. But they are looking to just instead go for the wide rotate around. It looks like maybe they go for the bond steal against WAF, which could be a potential mistake with this kind of overextension they're applying onto NWB. We do see the hook to kind of continue things. Revel, unfortunately, doesn't get the dunk onto Shichi. Just enough space. The Slugwave is popped. Plus a couple of LMBs. Can they get the kill?
He needs his dash resets.
Right at the end, and he manages to dash back on his team. Revel with 1 HP with this. Oh, 80 strafed it with the squid. That was super duper nice play. And Hachi Casting's blocking the place for now. He's popped the avalanche to buy a little bit more breathing room. What a nice little sequence there for Revel to escape. Oof.
Mystic hiding right in that.
He didn't get found, that dude. How?
I think Revel is completely out of pots here.
Oh no. Oh no. Kask is absolutely toast, and surely they look for Kuba straight afterwards. There's the crown spawn as well on the right hand side, so if he waits long enough, he does have an option. Obviously, he might have to wait a little bit longer than, when the actual circle is expanded to the new kind of new location. But
I think 3 of the teams that needed a good game here are still in though. NWB, WAF, MST, they're still going.
yep, 100%. We do see Bibblix trying to hook against WAF if possible, but they're unsuccessful. You're seeing Shy with the kind of rotation down. I think they saw Kuba, and he had to rotate into the zone super duper aggressively.
An enemy
I don't know what
oracle
he's
is
trying here. He's
scanning.
definitely toasted
Give
the
a little
zone.
cook to pop on himself. Ooh.
No!
He has a little cook there, and I think if he drops it,
And it
I
goes
don't know
back.
if it starts reviving him or not. I'm not sure.
Oh, like if he stuck it
He's
on
lost
himself.
alive, yeah. I'm not sure.
I don't think it. I think it doesn't work. I think they removed it, that kind of behavior, right? Because there was that whole GA exploit thing you could do with Mercury, right? I know it's
You
a
can
little bit
revive
different.
yourself with little cook. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
if you're last alive, it still works.
Yeah, yeah. We see
Because they
Sprite in
added
there.
oh, I think Bro is going to get ran down here.
Yeah, unless he does something miraculous here. Mystic has also run out of options too. Level 10 has managed to skirt on the edge of the zone, playing for placement, which is probably the smart idea here, considering he's actually level 10, one member. Bibblix gets a nice little dunk onto Shichi, but Waffa there immediately with the reinforcements, getting that
is
clean
going
kill
down.
onto Bibblix. NWB are now just 2 members. I'm wondering if they got a crown. Mystic has picked up one though, in fact. Numa unfortunately missing the R&B weigh-in on half HP. And the squid connects onto small, but it kind of scuffs at the last second, kind of misses out on the momentum that he could have probably used there. Shichi actually finds Wayne at the last second. So it is just Mystic, maybe just trying to fight for something opportunistic here. There is Numa on the right hand side, 0 money either, so there's no res is really to be picked up here, unless he kills Mystic as he goes down from the top hand side.
And Numa just need to look for each other here. It's the only choice.
This is the only choice. I think this is the only out. I think maybe Numa's just considering just playing for placement, unless Mystic falls into his hands, which might be the case. He's dashing in every direction, it seems like, but WAF do take it out, and there's the rest stick with the cook by Numa. Rain of Arrows has popped a little bit kind of forward. Maybe could have popped it a bit closer to himself to maybe guarantee the stick, but still, he's being hit by every direction. The cook does get the stick, so they bought enough time. I think they were just a bit blind to the cook there at the last second. They got the Gordon Ramsay, and Shichi just take down Wayne at the last second as WAF trying to apply a little bit more pressure. The Battlegum also connects, buying Bibblix a little bit more time. 1k as well, can't get a buy-in. There's a crown in the next circle. He's dashed down to the south side. Don't think he's got anything left in the tank at this point, unless he gets a crazy RNG random spike from an LMB or something. He's healed in the abyss, but the RMB from that Saros seals the deal, and it is WAF ending the game off with 12 kills for Game 3 Group B quals.
I think WAF got gifted this game a little bit towards the end.
Yeah,
a lot of
for
the
sure.
teams just fought each other, and they just kind of came in and cleaned up.
For sure, for sure.
Should rename themselves the Janitors.
All right, so now we know. We kind of have a rough feeling for Game 3 scores. Yeah, who do you? I mean, it's got to be Shy, right? Because they had like
Chai,
Yep.
WAF, NWB are
Yep.
definitely. I think those teams are going through. I think MST, maybe BP are on the edge. I think TSD also aren't doing horrible. I think they've had some very average games, but you only need to come top 5, right? So if you're a tiny bit above average, you should make it. I think these last 2 spots are probably between MST, TSD, BP. Apex hasn't done bad either. I would say those 4.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
not sure how well KT has done. Like Mystic was writing in that last game, but I don't think they've done exceptionally well in the other 2.
No, it wasn't like high kill point games in all three we've seen, and that was the best one that had placement in. It feels like, at least. I could be wrong, but
Yeah. I think those 4 teams, BP, MST, TSD, and Apex, those 4 teams are kind of fighting for the last 2 spots here.
right. This is going to be the game that decides it then, Tredsy. Let's see, how this one unfolds. Final destination for Game 4 of Group B. We've already got the first 7 teams in, if anyone has joined late. So
I like
Group
Final
A.
Destination being the last Storm Shift. When we do finals,
Yeah.
like I feel like it's always cross country as last game or something else. I think Final Destination is I don't know, it's like a
The hunt.
cinematic one to end it on. It's like thematic. I guess is probably a better word.
Yeah. I guess it's more just as well because it's more like the macro of Supervive probably shines the best, right? Because it's more like, it's always a question of how do you rotate? How have you planned? Do you always have the resources like E-plats, whatever, or whatever the thing it might be that gives you an extra edge? You know, how well are you doing those things consistently, right? Because that's every rotation is always wild, right? So you always got to think ahead. And you're not
Same with
given
bullet
much
train
time,
games.
right? So
I really like bullet train games
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you can kind of. The storm normally, I mean, it can only go two ways, right? Towards the end, it's going to go up and down or left and right, depending on where it is.
Yeah.
So you can kind of read it a little bit. I feel like with cross country, the games are definitely crazier, but I don't know. I feel like maybe they're a bit. I don't want to say less competitive, but as a team, it's harder to predict/play. It's definitely harder, right? Which I guess is the appeal.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, maybe I spoke about cross country and final. I was thinking of cross country. If I said it the wrong way around, I meant cross country was the crazy one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's
Sorry.
what you said.
Okay, thank God. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I scuffed myself
reiterating.
there. All right, wicked. All right, so last game then we got Arms on Scout Bay. We're seeing two teams straight away dropping on Coldfang. This time MST just below them. TSD aren't going to be able to have like free
These teams both need a good game here as well.
Yeah, it's a very sticky situation for them to stay in a prolonged fight here, as we've already indirectly told them about in this cast. Of course they're not going to be listening, or they shouldn't be. Naughty boys as they are, of course. Shy looking to get the farm up on the north side, just below them. MTV and not too far away. Relatively equal on the XP farm so far. On the right hand side on Race Row, we're looking at 3KO just to the right of them. NWB. They've got the level 2s respectively.
I would expect last game some of these teams from behind to try and drop a bit of a bomb as well. They should like these two teams here. It might be worth flipping.
Yeah, because you
Like if I was Apex, I would keep going. Like you should just keep going.
Yeah, you got to take a page out of 3LP type shit at this point.
Yeah.
And just go for a full send.
Like you really need these points.
Come on, GPA.
Abyssal
Come on.
hatchlings have spawned.
He's got dash, one auto.
There we go.
Nice. Good laser.
Good stuff. On the south side, it is Sunshi's last life at L3, so it's just looking really, really sour. Only level 1 versus Shichi's level 6. Actually decide to pick up the Hudson as well, of all things. What am I watching here, man? There goes the the spikes at the last second. They're trying to seal the deal. Surely they're going to do it. There we go. That is L3. Unfortunately, outed last place.
They're not qualing. Their tournament's over.
Unfortunately. But it is a Turbo Cup, of course, so it does pressure is amplified.
I respect going for the early fight though. It's the only way they're going to get enough. Like it is smart.
Yep, you got to make, like as you mentioned, you got to make that kind of flip decision if it's a full send basically on that team. You're just gonna hope that you don't get like randomly thirded from behind. So MTB.
Like Shy here, they can do what they want. They could go on these guys right now and just grief it, and they will still fall.
Oh, Yasuo
they're
with a
just
super
going
duper
in.
follow-up straight after Hatch's mega punch. Unfortunately, didn't get the stun, but Sproken is still actually low HP after that combat, but they're able to steal the Abyssal Hatchlings, so they're going to be coming out really, really strong on top. MTV is still a bit wounded, trying to get a couple of heals in the last second. There goes Phantom with the heals. Looking on the outskirts, we are seeing that all the teams kind of slowly migrating their way into zone, and of course, with the final destination being on Prisma, I don't know if you have any thoughts about how teams can potentially prep for something like this when you kind of know the outcome of where it's going to end, or...
I think if you're one of the teams playing the bottom side of zone, you're definitely going to need E-plats or like Celeste Shift 4
yeah,
or something to play down there. There's also like 2 big walls, so if you're playing Saros, try to think about that.
Yep,
The best place to play from, for sure, is the top of that zone. If you're the last team left at the top, you're probably going to win.
Yep, makes a lot of sense. Can 100% get behind that idea. We do see Hatchet just looking for that continued chase. I don't think he's going to be able to find it onto Trapper as he gets a couple of resets on the ball. And Shy just going to maybe endlessly chase this one. Hatchet goes in with the ulti send, trying to get this LMBs for a potential spike, but he's taking a bit of extra damage. Stroke in there with the reinforcements, of course, with all of Shy backing on each other. Trapper does get the dagger at the last second, but it's 1 HP. I think, I don't know what there was a bit of a hesitation there from Trapper for. He's like, wait, what is this new island I'm on? Felt like that, I don't know.
An enemy
Bottom right
oracle
side,
is
you see
scanning.
Underopt, WAF, and Apex.
I really wish some of these teams that they must know they're like a little bit behind would have tried to play some more objectives, or like I feel like a lot of the teams that are ahead here again, like Shy's got the soul, WAF's got these gold armors. I mean, I guess Apex have won too. Like if I was Apex here, I would just try and take this fight, man.
Yep, and I think they've taken it, they have, but Shichi got Omega damage onto GPA and Lizardo. 1 HP now, Small tries to get the hammer in. The ulti unfortunately misses by Shichi. Lizardo can maybe make it out. Rhapsody also full HP, is dashing through the wall, just gets it at the last second, which provides a bit of distance between herself and Chronoxus. On the north side, we do see two teams. It looks like KT have just jumped away from BP. On the left-hand side, we do see Yasa taking down Dowdza. So MTV have just been continuously farmed, it feels like, by Shy at the moment, but hopefully they can start to stabilize.
Abyssal hatchlings are spawning soon.
On the right-hand side, we do see NWB just chilling at the moment. Only one green armor picked up so far. We're looking at the soul spawning, shrapnel, and teleportation
Enemy
respectively on the
Oracle
kind
online.
of right-hand side of the map. We do see Apex as well. Looks like they're going for some sort of weird, awkward train rotate downwards, but if they do it, they're going to be meeting PRL at the very least. We do see Shy as well,
Storm
just
tightening.
getting their shot buys in for day 2, of course, getting the intended relics. We do see BP.
Again, I think Tom Kick and the boys are smart enough to try and go for a big game here. I'm kind of upset that they haven't.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
we
like they're playing the same slow
game, the tactical.
start.
Yep. When they
I think towards the end they go for some stuff.
yeah, they do
but
accelerate, right? But I think the problem is like you need the kill points even early sometimes. I think because even if you place like it may be good, it still might not be enough. Like you might just be like 1 or 2 points off, sort of thing. You know what I mean? And you'll be kicking
I
yourself.
mean,
that
if I was to guess, this team is 7th or 8th right now. They need a really good game here.
Yeah, 100%. We do see MTV already, lost one member amidst the chaos. Sinnoh just get the route as well. Tries a little bit of a portal play through, but it's not going to be enough. As Floyd does seal the deal on Dowdza. Yasa also gets a kill onto Rhapsody. Apex are having an absolutely monumentally rough game. And, the res options are probably running a bit thin here, actually, all things considered. On the right-hand side as well, we do see WAF. A little bit of a drive-by action onto Nyron, potentially. Yep. They do blow up the Sky Shock. Nyron does jump up to the top right-hand side. 3K just chilling there for the moment. Yeah,
These guys are just having fun.
yeah, they're just sending it, bro. I don't blame them. It's kind of fun, honestly. I like it. Do something a little bit different. You do see Tumi though with the escape at the last second. Sheepa taking a bit of damage on the duel now as well. All things, even with Oath not being banned, that is being picked. Tumi manages to get the jump out with the squid. We see Shichi taking down Sheepa there on the kill feed. So they need to get that res.
MSD also just playing a bit of a slower game as well.
Yep, and Revel went back, unfortunately, onto the Mercury, so
It's not good.
he's got the secret sauce, man. I'm sure he'll tell you that he's cooking something, so. You see BP trying to get a bit of damage potentially onto KT though. Focus. Has to jump up to the north side. It looks like BP are looking for a jump onto MST potentially. They don't have any air blasts. So they could have been a potential triple kill onto MST if they kind of mispositioned things, but that didn't happen. Shia also been, or Hachi's been found at the very least. There gets the kind of mini gank there at the last second from the bush. BP just got forced away, to be honest, all things considered. It looks like Soul is going to be a free pickup for WAF here in this scenario, and we're seeing an aggressive chase out. Sheepa found dead again, unfortunately. Tumi's able to reunite with Nyron at the last second, maybe going towards Heart potentially, but Shia just waiting there in the midst, ready for day 3 mob resets, which are just happening now. Yeah, that's why you've probably seen them waiting there, along with a load of other teams.
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
Stand up for their camps, trying to get their gold. I will say with this final destination, there is a lot of camps, and if you're one of the teams not getting them, your odds of winning goes down, especially next day. Like when the cap hits like 11, 13, you need a lot of XP, and I guess one of the teams is going to get like 3 of the camps, and they're going to be super ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, nice try with that grapple.
Yeah. Oh, Misty got chunked there by the Arcane Rogan. I feel like there's something else on top, or maybe it was in a vulnerable state from a mid Abyss heal. We did see Cookies, I think, with that yesterday happening in scrims. He tried to heal up and then got killed by the exploding mob. Back up to go for the chasing. They get the hook connection. The napalm. Oh, nice little air blast at the last second. Provides Chronoxus with an extra bit of breathing room. The LMB's keeping sent up by Shichi. They're looking to force everyone out. The hot wings have also been popped as well. WAF have blown a lot of utility there, but not getting that much value, to be honest, overall against NWB as they continue their kind of mini poke dance on the north side of Hearts as well. We see a potential massive fight brewing here. It looks like GPA unfortunately couldn't get enough heals onto Lizardo. Rhapsody also did shortly after. GPA last alive for Apex. MST have a decently sized level advantage now, as you were mentioning, of course, with the XP before. And, you know, looking at the map, there's only a res on the bottom right-hand side, but NWB are there. If he waits too long, maybe you can wait for the train, which is going to take a decent amount of time. But I think that's going to be a strategy here. Surprised MST didn't kind of recognize this and continue the chase, but maybe they just want to play for their territory or, you know, play for the next day farm or ghosts or whatever it might be. There's obviously a couple of different variables that they're factoring in. It looks like you're seeing a chilling finale popped by Suncheese. I think not getting too much value, unfortunately. Sorry, Yasop. And there's Chronoxus does get a kill onto Sheeper again. Battlegum's already been dropped as well. Kazora tries a optimistic hook, but it's unsuccessful. Minato has forced him away just temporarily. I think they're going to have another engagement very shortly. We do see Naren unfortunately getting caught out again. 3KO having a very, very rough game for the last game of Group B quals. Wayne's looking to get the chase onto Toomey if possible. Last alive. Unfortunately gets spiked right at the last second. That is 3KO. Unfortunately outed 11th place.
That's also the end of their tournament right here.
Yep, 100%.
At least they died fighting.
Sometimes that's all you can ask for. We're looking at Apex with the kind of slow train rotate. I'm not really sure what they were looking for, to be honest, though, because maybe they're trying to find a pocket of space where they can farm a couple of mobs. But as you were mentioning, you know, there's decent mob density in this biome, so I think at least a couple of teams are going to...
looking for the camps.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking for the camps.
You can see them kind of pre-allocating their position. It's reserved parking, it feels like, as NWB are being forced away by WAF. They're trying to make their way through if possible. I guess a bit more to offer a bit of chip damage. And again, second one onto NWB. Already had to pop the heals. Shichi, just get the ulti connection.
LMB's down here.
Yep.
No dashes.
Gets at least one. There goes the reset. Dashes up onto the next member. And the squid play as well. But Biblix goes for his own squid play back onto Smold. Maybe he's finding a little bit of space actually on the left-hand side, where it might be the sacrificial lamb here. He jumps to the left himself in the abyss, taking so much damage. Gets a nice little Arcane Railgun for the knockaway. That might be just enough space for him to get out of town. But Shy are looking for this now. I think they saw the audio cues. They've picked up 4 kills so far, but as you mentioned, they've likely made it into calls anyway. They already picked up another kill, in fact, and probably, you know, still have a decent amount of space to play in. They've got B-Kind to potentially fight over against KT, maybe. I'm wondering if that's going to be the case. We do see a bit of a wide rotation from the south side. BP maybe just doing a bit of scouting, seeing what's going on. Biblix has been found. Pops the battle gun for an extra bit of a sneaky escape, but doesn't really capitalize too much on it, to be honest.
Down to this island res,
Yep.
It looks pretty free.
It looks free as anything. BP are looking to get a bit of pressure onto WAF if possible. As you know, as we were saying, those mobs are trying to be farmed up by both teams. Looks like BP are going to have first dibs potentially, but Small is just behind, looking for the massive catch, getting mega damage onto the Oath at the last second. Small just needs a couple more LMBs or to date damage from the zone, just get the kill at the last second. Yasop now has to potentially jump ship as well. Also has to pop the ulti just to last a little bit longer as the nukes also drop, providing just potentially enough time. But unfortunately, the squid connects onto Yasop, and now he's in even more trouble and unfortunately found dead in the abyss. The sky shot pickup tries to be attempted by McCann, but it's unsuccessful as well. Shichi continues to chase here. I guess the aggression forward. The Penguins also drop to try and extend his survivability. Pops the roar as well. Jumps onto the sky shock, or tries to, but gets knocked off. It instantly jumps up onto the island. We are seeing Crocus as well, killing Revel. Biblux gets the rest off, it looks like. Gets the hook and dunk if possible as well. McCann manages to survive for an extended period of time again. Oh, but the last second, they do die. So BP are outed, unfortunately. 10th place.
They're going to make it either.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's donezo for them. Oh, TSD really need to not die here too.
Yep, and they got a jump ship. Godefroy needs to realize this. Maybe Kazora's just saying, just get out of town, please, please. We cannot fight this. Maybe they can stick Minato right at the end, but it looks like Smolder is already looking for the wisp finishers. Tom also in a little bit of a sticky predicament. Godefroy actually getting 1 kill reset. Maybe they go super aggro afterwards after they do a little bit of a healing up themselves. You know, TSD are running rapidly out of options. They can jump up to the north side. They have got maybe the train. It's probably the perfect opportunity, all things considered. But Sinnoh just also in the same situation, but he gets actually, you know, dash shield back. Oh, sorry, dash LMB'd by Biblux with the win rings, of course, with the extra momentum. Maybe I think it was a squid as well on top that got him there, taking down who's in this scenario? PRL. Sheesh.
Yeah, I think Tom kicking the boys. It's also
Big cook.
It's over for those.
Oh, MST also outed as
Might
well.
be over for MST as well. I'm not sure.
This is it's very close to the wire. We are seeing a nice little spike at the last second, and a spike return as well. Looks like MTV may be able to stay alive here as Shichi looks to get a mega poke onto Phantom, slowly whittling away his shield and his health. I think Phantom's actually trying to manage his shield econ, it looks like. So they have to tank a little bit extra, but maybe they actually get the kill into Shichi. Actually pops the hover wings to escape at the last second. Node Heart is also on the cards. Rewind hasn't even been picked up by a single team yet. Very, very crazy work, but NWB maybe have first dibs on it. I'm not too sure if they're actually wandering over. There we go. So we look on the top left-hand side, econ-wise, kill-wise, Apex with 5 kills so far, WAF with 9. TSD with 1 so far. NWB with 4. Shy with 7.
I think if
And,
Apex
MTV
get a
with
good
2.
game going here, it might be on the cards for them.
Yep. So. Oh, going for it, potentially getting caught out to pop the Fusillade. I feel like a lot of shivs still have the muscle memory that the you're going to get dash resets from the ulti, and it doesn't really provide it like fuck all.
One now, you
seems
don't
like.
get 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh,
Oh my god, that was clean. Catch out there with the battle gun play. And now Hatch is trying to go for the mega punch. Unfortunately, does not get the clipper. KT just still managing to maintain control of the high ground just temporarily, but GPA is getting the nice little reset at the last second. Nuke's also dropped by Apex, forcing away KT just temporarily.
Base camp destroyed.
We're seeing a crown pickup as well by Phantom. 1 minute 20. Shichi doing some crazy squid plays. It's so weird to see such a big character like Hudson in this scenario with his squid momentum, and now he's being forced away by NWB in this situation. Has to pop the wings now. Gets hit by 2 shots of the very Death Fury. Tries to go through the wings. Oh no, it's not enough. WAF are unfortunately out in 7th place.
I think they're still going through. I think they're fine.
Yeah, let's hope so. Alrighty, so you're looking at a crown pickup from Phantom. 50 seconds left. Trying to bring back Trapper if possible. Naltart is now slowly being damaged by TSD. Looks like KT have got the rest themselves.
Brave res from
instant
KT.
jump on. Yeah, bro, considering how many
Good
teams are around
fight for
them.
TSD here.
Oh, get the ulti out the last
He's
second.
living on 1.
Bro, so
They
much
get 1
damage on
kill.
the
They're going to
Kazuma.
chase more.
Yeah, they should. Now they can maybe stop. They can maybe stop now. You see NWB here. There goes the Veritas Fury by Numa. Picks up at least 1. Quick as a shield. It's not going to last too much longer, but actually Numa has to kind of redirect this focus towards TSD on the left-hand side. Phantom with 22 seconds, making his presence known. Trying to apply a little bit of pressure. We do see a bit of green on green violence here again. It looks like Apex and Shy this time. Trying to fight over Immorius or get a bit of poke on each other, it looks like. It looks like Shy still trying to get a bit of damage onto the Naltart. We are seeing a little bit of battle gun play to kind of manipulate the position of the boss as well. Moving it towards their direction. There goes the squid play and the dunk. Summon napalm. Everything has just been thrown to Dowder. And they do successfully get the kill for it. They are rewarded, but Apex may be able to capitalize on this. Mega damaging coming out from GPA, specifically LMBs are coming in. They find the kill onto Numa. Bibrix has managed to heal up a little bit here, but Rhapsody is probably going to be continuing the aggression. He tries a bit of a predictive hook, but unfortunately misses it by a smidgen there. We are seeing a bit of a squid play onto the rocks, trying to get an escape. There is a crown on the right hand side. Maybe he's got enough. They have enough for a crown that they could buy themselves as well, as Wayan is also just chilling on the train tracks. They need to buy it now if they want to do it, but if they do, Shy might chase them out here. Biblux has just been found out again. Battlegum gets the connection, but it's actually from Biblux, so he's going to be fine. I don't think he's going to actually go for the pull. It's just there for bait, and the RMB's come in. The armor's been broken. Unfortunately found dead. It is just Wayan after life chilling on the left-hand side. Maybe able to get a box res, it might be. I'm not too sure. We're seeing TSD also picking up a couple of kills. Yep, they did get the box res, so Numerous back in the game. Whoa, Wayan, you're playing it close, bro.
Close.
Yeah, Mystic is there in the bush chilling. There's a train res attempt that's probably going to be successful, but Apex are probably going to be waiting this one out now. Surely they call for this. It's going to be 3 kills if they were all concentrated on it, but their eyes seem to be averted temporarily on the north side. There goes GPA with the kind of rotation around, but I think their window of opportunity is going to be narrowly becoming 0 as MTV are there now. There goes the Abyss Breaker by Phantom. A couple of NMBs are sent in to Biblux. Trevor trying to get the damage in if possible. They get the play in. Biblux is found dead shortly afterwards. And looking elsewhere on the map, Mystic has to jump ship. Couldn't escape. Maybe, actually, in fact, I could be wrong. Pops the ulti, gets the Sakura, but Minato's there. Oh, unfortunately, Mystic is out at KT. Out at 6th place, but it looks like the fight isn't stopping there. Because they're trying to get some extra damage in if possible. And Shire in a bit of a sticky situation here. Apex are applying mega damage, it seems. There goes the punch combo by Hatchet. Still not enough, unfortunately. Maybe bought a bit more time. Spurricane actually manages to glide on the mountain for a little bit longer. Gets an extra bit of damage taken. Gets a nice little dash. He's scuffing all over the place. Gets a portal play. Oh,
We're really
so to get a reset.
That was clean. It was very clean.
Yeah, dude. All things
He's
considered.
up on the rock.
Yeah, dude. Holy schmoly. A bit of a zoom up there and see a bit more of a wider picture of what's going on in these next couple of fights. As Trepper gets rested at the last second by Apex, or MTV, sorry. The Abyss Breaker's popped. Trepper manages to survive that one. The train is coming. Minato manages to survive. Hopefully no one else on MTV dies, for example. Trepper did die at the last second, though. Minato maybe able to get a bit more damage onto Numa. I don't know if he's going to start focusing on that, but if he does, TSD, the other members are going to be looking for the hunt, because they're supposed to go for the hook or something along those lines. And Numa is now scuffed out of position, got nothing left in the chamber. 2 teams are dead in quick succession. We're just left with Apex and TSD.
This could be the difference maker for both of them.
Yep. Seeing second one being popped as well. LMBs they keep being popped as well. Super low HP though, unfortunately, for the Ghost. Hopefully can make it out of this one. He pops the spike grenade. It's not enough for Lizardo to get out of this one. Naruto getting that kill to start things off. You're looking at the res attempt by GP. That's probably going to be successful if Rhapsody can buy enough time. Hopefully, Kazara kind of sees this action. There goes the squid play. Unfortunately, scuffs the momentum again. We've seen that happening like twice now. It feels like Rhapsody managed to hold ground. TSD, I'm not really sure what the call was there. It felt a bit split. They weren't decisive on getting a kill and managed to give them the res, and somehow Rhapsody managed to hold ground without being low HP. It's crazy work. But the Rain of Arrows does come out. There goes the hook. Hopefully they can really capitalize on this one this time. The heals are coming up from GPA. It's still not enough, unfortunately, as Godefroy goes in for the send. There goes the ulti as well by Minato. Second one is popped, forcing away Kazara just temporarily. Godefroy sends in the dagger kind of behind GPA at the last second. Rhapsody is found out as well. A couple more LMBs are sent in, but it's surely going to be the last game of Group B quals going to TSD. They end the game with 11 kills.
Am I crazy for under? Where did that rewind go? Because it died, and someone must have picked it up. The boss did die.
I don't know if I can see it. Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, he died. I saw it die on the map, and it just disappeared. No one ever had it. I wonder what happened to that.
It's a weird one. It might have been that if someone may have used it, and then or the person that used it put it on cooldown, and you know, because is it still one? How long is it nowadays? Actually, cooldown on
60 seconds,
60,
I believe.
Yeah. See, it can be like a losing situation. Like if you know you've popped it and the fight's like still midway. Like in my opinion, it's better to just swap it, right? Because you're not getting any value at that point. So,
have you got predictions for top 5? I'll go. Yeah, first.
You go first.
I think I've got one. I'm going Shy. I think they're the obvious one. NWB, WAF.
Yeah.
I think I might go Apex, and then TSD.
I think my picks basically mirror yours. It's going to be super duper close though. I think for that 5th place. That's the thing. I can't call the 5th. I think the top 4 is like basically set in stone. Yeah, I don't really know how to call the 5th place though. Do you think PRL are in or?
No. I think they had too many bad games after their first game.
Yeah.
Same with MST. I think they had too many rough games. I think Apex and TSD have grabbed those last 2 spots.
Yeah, especially with the I think you're right. You're on the money. I think you called it. I'm seeing should you say that my Hudson is pixel ready for Saturday? Oh my god! If he pulls it out,
to the ghost today. It's unfortunate.
Holy! Oh, dude, we made it.
I think also with this early game aggression, you don't really get rewarded for it as well. Like back in the day when you had power shards.
Yeah, you could definitely capitalize. Yeah.
Yeah. Nowadays, you don't really get much for it in terms of reward.
Yeah, you get a little bit of XP, and you can't because of relics are like day gated. You're not unless they have the relic you want. You know you're not really getting any value from the relics because you're typically going for a specific build, 90% of the time. Or
I mean, the only thing is if you have one of those early souls that benefit from fighting.
Yeah.
Like the gold one, the damage one, the armor one. They're like the only thing that's really accelerating, right?
Yeah.
Other than that, early game aggression, it's just points at the end of the day.
It seems like at least the opinion on that is quite different in NA from what I've heard. You know, a lot of teams will fight super duper early. They want to I don't know if it's just because they want to fight for the specific objective, like armors or the soul or whatever it might be. I don't know what your opinion is on that.
I mean, maybe it's just a bit more ego. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it could be the case. Because I always feel like okay, like I'm willing to fight pretty heavily for an objective, but if I know that it's being contested, you got to like reconsider your options because if the fight goes south, you don't want to just be out at 12th. Like you're saying, it's just bad. Like you don't want that.
Depends on characters as well, right? Like how good is your level 1 to 3? Like if you're playing Brawl or something, fighting level 1 feels pretty illegal.
Yeah, 100%.
If you're playing Shrike, it probably feels pretty good.
Yeah, it's the same with like Eva. But I feel like there's some characters like who do you think's like the weakest level 1 character of all?
Maybe Brawl. His level 1's pretty
just
bad.
Because it's like he has to take. What does he normally take? Is it like chain first?
Probably Shift, right?
Shift, okay.
I mean, I think you kind of have to play with Shift.
Okay.
Brawl.
Yeah.
It's the only way you're getting in range, but even if you get in range, you're just missing. He needs like his complete kit for like a character. Like other characters, level 1 is like KP. Maybe you hit the slam at the dropship, or you skill hook, or like like, or maybe you just need dash, right? Or even level 2, like you still have something.
Yeah, yeah.
He also kind of wants his full kit, but like, I think some characters definitely feel a lot worse. I mean, strongest is definitely Shrike, right? Some characters also just have a better dash. Like if you're fighting level 1 and you play Bishop, you get 2 dashes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of 1. Some characters they just have 1.
How do you think like Nyx stands up in like best? Is she best or middle or low?
I think Nyx is pretty reliant on her relics right now. I think the character becomes. I don't think she's horrible because she still has this hook. Like can find you a pick, and like she can wall stun a guy with her E, but the stun isn't very long. She was like her ult is also a super OP part of her kit, right? Just being able to shred the armors. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
she's like she's a pretty big day 2 character as your like big spike in the game.
Makes sense.
But I mean, I just can't wait for this character to be nerfed.
Yeah, yeah.
Surely it's coming.
Hopefully, there's enough proof from at least scrims and today's qualifiers to hopefully highlight that. If any devs are watching, of course, please ban that, or not ban it, sorry, nerf it.
I kind of get the drain tank idea, but it's a bit. It's also very polarizing. Like if a character doesn't have anti-heal, it feels hopeless.
Yeah, it's a really
I
fine line
think
to
so.
walk, right, between healer feeling like they're actually doing healing and anti-heal feeling like
Yeah.
a healthy counter that's not like OP.
I also just think when your Wisp gets picked up and she just runs to China and there's nothing you can do, like there's no. Like with a Luna, you can break the shield, right? There's like some system in place of like, okay, she's got it, but we can maybe do something. With
Yeah,
Nyx, the Wisp goes down, she picks it up, and I don't know, just feels hopeless. This character makes people feel hopeless. Would definitely be the word I would use.
yeah, yeah. I think especially in smaller circles, like it's just like the strongest kill confirmed. Like it just nullifies the purpose of like what a wisp represents in the game. You know, it's like it's that opportunity for a cheeky revive, or like the counterplay just becomes moot. If the Nyx has picked it up, it's cooked. Like
Yeah, it does feel pretty bad. And also like if she kills the Wisp with her passive, I don't mind her getting like the
passive proxy,
like the empowered mode,
yeah,
where she can't be stunned. I think it's fine. Like this whole not being stunned, like interaction is fine because it's what lets her go in a lot of the time, right? And there's counterplay to it of don't throw your spell until it ends, right? Like there is a way to work around it.
Yeah.
But she gets it guaranteed. There's no way of preventing it because she's always going to kill the Wisp, right? Unless you kill her, which takes a very long time.
Yeah, and most good Nyxes are going to go to like they're going to know the timing to be like, okay, I'm going to be at like last bite threshold, get my spin, and I'll be like full HP again, and I can just dash out afterwards. So I've either got good chip damage, I've either split up the enemy team, like I've always got like a good value out of my little trade, and I can just do it again and again and again and again, like. And then
I think the best thing is when they just dash in and click R or hook you and click R, and then your damage reduction. Even if you have a white armor, it's like 20%, I believe, right? Pretty sure. Or is it 15?
Bro, I
It's
can't
white
remember
armor.
the numbers. They
15 or
shifted them around.
20?
It feels like so often.
It's 15 or 20. I'm not sure, but just losing that, and I mean, if you have a gold, it's like what? It's like 35 or 30, and you just lose it instantly.
Yeah.
It's like you're losing 30 to 35% effective HP. It just feels painful.
How do you feel about like this is not really to do with Nyx anymore. It's more just about like general game state. Like if you have what's her name? Let me just check the scores real quick before I start a yap sesh. One sec, guys. It's already posted. Oh, it's already posted. Never mind. I'm being a lemon. So, wait, no, it's not. It's Group A still. Never mind. Ignore me. Go wait a bit longer. I was just thinking, like, what do you think about, like when the new day resets? obviously everyone has to go farm their mobs, and all the mobs are going to be spawning in their same positions they always spawn in, of course, right? It provides a layer of consistency to like BRs. But do you ever think or wish there should be like more dynamism in like how you approach getting XP? Like, for example, should mobs actually be harmful to fight? Like, there's actually a risk involved in farming mobs, or is it way too much to have that kind of extra layer of?
I think like PvE should be relatively easy in this game, and PvP should be the focus, right?
Yeah,
Like, I just think like the consistency of the map and like the mobs and stuff is important.
yeah,
I think like zones changing are what like changes the game, but then systems, like in other games, like if you play a shooter, you have guns that change every game.
yeah,
I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but I really like powers because throughout a game you'd cycle through them.
yeah,
Nowadays, everyone's building the same boots, the same gloves, the same relics, like every game until some patch forces you to change, right?
yeah. It's super established, and there's not
Yeah.
really. There's just omega conformity. Everyone is gonna, you'll get the odd person who thinks he's being a wizard, tries to cook up something special, and sometimes it works.
Yeah, but
Don't get me wrong, but
even that guy, if he cooks something up, he's going to play the same cook,
yeah, it's
right,
always
forever.
yeah, for sure. Because it's like that's my cook. I'm gonna permaplay it. Like,
Yeah. I just think, like, in terms of systems, there needs to be some more baseline variance. So, like, oh, it was how you play your character. I mean, it's also the reason I don't like being able to skill all your level 4s because it removes. I mean, okay, the problem with the system is a lot of the level 4s were, like, air quotes solved, of people would just take the same ones anyway.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because they were the best.
yeah.
But I think, like, forcing choice is good, or Izuna typing. I think scores are coming.
Ooh, there we go. We do have the
Oh, my
scores.
prediction was correct.
So
Spoilers,
obviously there will be
sorry.
delay, but I will post the image anyway because I know that people are waiting. I don't want them to wait too long. I'm just trying to get the link. Copy link. There we go. All right, I can actually look at the image now and see who qualified. So, yep, Shy, NWB, TSD, WAF, and Apex did qualify, and unfortunately, BP, PRL, KT, MST, MTV, L3, and 3XO did not qualify, unfortunately. And let me see how big the difference was in points. So Apex had significantly more points as well, and as you were mentioning, MST, such a rough set of games they had. They couldn't really capitalize on getting more kills, or kind of changing their mindset to go for like a high kill point game. They had to take a big swing, it felt like, and it didn't seem like they could come up with it.
Yeah, I think Tom Kick's team had the same issue. I mean, they're definitely the upsets here, right? I think those guys should have done better.
Yeah, yeah,
I think like the I don't want to say surprises because I mean the two I didn't predict was TSD and Apex, right? So they were definitely the surprises. I think NWB also did a lot better than people probably expected them to. I mean, they're only 4 points behind Shy.
yeah. They did pretty well, things considered. There's some good games, man.
Yeah.
Wicked. It looks like we have come to the end of Saturday Night Supervive Turbo Cup qualifiers. Is there any last words you'd like to say, Tredsy?
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining, man. It made my life a lot more easier for the last 4 games of cast. So shout out to you, man, for doing that. So make sure everyone, of course, the qualifiers are for the tournament tomorrow for $2,500. It's a big one. We only get this like once a month, so make sure everyone is tuned in. Just make sure you're following Theorycraft Games. There's also the NA as well. So if you're watching from NA, that's going to be happening as well on Saturday. So just follow Theorycraft Games, and you should be able to get all the information from then on out. And that is going to be me and Tredsy signing out. So peace. All right, peace out, guys. See ya.